In a Minecraft world, there are 3,750,000 chunks. And I have just one chunk. Resources are limited, there's not much space to build, and if I want to explore below me, I have to dig all the way down. So, I'm going to survive 100 days on this chunk, exploring the hidden biomes, exploring the caves, and finding the secrets. Now, I think my biggest priority is food. Because there's not an entire world to explore, mobs are going to be quite scarce, which means only one thing, guys, we're going vegan. Yeah, I really hope that one of these pieces of grass drops me some seeds. Otherwise, I'm going to be in trouble. We've got some wheat seeds. That's huge, because it means at the very least I can grow one piece of wheat. We've actually got 4 in total. I'm very happy with that. I think that's... oh, there's just one here as well. So that's a good start. And now I really hope that this tree also drops me a sapling. Otherwise, yeah, once again, we will be in absolutely massive trouble. And it has done. Straight away, we've got one. Ideally, we'll get multiple ones. We've already got 4, which is absolutely fantastic. Because then on this one little chunk, I can start a little bit of a forest. I also think all these flowers that you see are worth collecting up. And then I think at some point I'll use them for bone meal. But I also think that maybe the wood is a little bit too precious to be making a composter at this point in time. Instead, I want to focus on the most important thing in Minecraft, making a wooden pickaxe. And then finding some stone on this one single chunk. We've got some exposed stone right here. So let's mine up 3 of that in total. Then I can make my stone pickaxe and mine up a load more. I want 4 stone so that I have got enough for an axe and a shovel. And then I also want to be able to get a furnace at some point. Although, I don't know if I need... oh, we've got coal as well. That's useful. Thinking of talking of furnaces. We've found coal hidden underground. Fantastic. Yeah, if we do at some point find some animals and we're able to breed more, then the furnace is going to be really useful. The only reason it's going to be any use at the moment now is probably if I can find some iron and get some armor. So let's get the axe crafted, the shovel, and finally the furnace. And I tell you what, I want to let you guys know that I'm playing this on my Minecraft server. The IP is penguin.gg and a brand new season of Skyblock has started. There's new features as always, including the brand new One Chunk Island, which I'm on right now. And I will be competing for the top island again this season. So head onto the server, go to Skyblock, and create your island to start your own One Chunk challenge. As the sun goes down, guys, I can see something down there. And obviously, I need to make a bed. And I think... I could be wrong, but I think I see a sheep. Now, my idea is... I would like to dig down, but maybe I can use the water to get down somehow. I'm not sure. That's the good thing, though, about being on one chunk. You can see down past you if you dig correctly. So, let's dig... oh, goodbye, cobblestone. Lost to the void. But yeah, let's carefully dig down here. Oh, there's 2 pigs and a sheep. Maybe we don't have to be vegan after all. Oh, I forgot to plant my wheat as well. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that too much. I think what my priority is right now is to not only get to that sheep, but I am also going to need some iron so that I can make shears to shear it. I don't want to kill it because we really do not have... where am I going, by the way? Yeah, we do not have enough resources to be taking out sheep. We need to keep them alive and preserve them at all costs and hopefully breed more. So, okay, right, we've kind of found our way down here. There could be any mobs and stuff as well. We've got to bear that in mind. Oh, and there's a cave. Okay, nice. Any ores on show here? That would be very, very useful, although it doesn't look like anything past coal. Oh, we can actually go on top of the tree as well. That's good news. Oh, it's like a little ledge before down there. Okay, nice one. And you know what I see, guys? I see food. Don't mind if I do. Some free melon slices. That's actually going to be very, very handy. I'm hungry. And we've got a new type of tree. Okay, that is good news. I didn't know that there was going to be more trees below. And I am still prioritizing the fact that I need to try and hopefully find some iron ore. I wonder if there's any on the outside that I can see. I can see a lot of... oh, there's also... yes, I can see some, ladies and gentlemen. Right, let's go and try and work our way down to this. It is actually really, really good to be on one chunk because I just love the fact that you can see past and down the side to actually find stuff. Now, I really, really hope that there's more than one there. I can see one jutting out, but is it a vein of 1 or is it a... don't just be 1. Oh, that... no, it's 2. Fantastic. Okay, that is huge. Oh, there's lapis around me. Oh, there's 3 here. Okay, that's good to know. I don't want to go too crazy with all the mining of these things. I just wanted to prioritize collecting what I've got. Is there any other iron while I'm down here? Not that I can see. So let's go ahead and get back up. My biggest worry now is my pickaxe has almost broken, so I'll need to make sure I make another one before then. As you can see, there's the sheep. Hopefully, he drops 3 pieces of wool. That would be the dream. If he doesn't, we'll just have to wait for him to eat some grass, which I guess won't take too long. But at least we've got a sheep. That's huge. Can we get through? We can. I'm going to mine up this and hopefully get birch saplings as well, but I don't want wood to be a limiting factor. We have got a lot of oak saplings, so I'm not too worried about saplings from this tree. And look at that. 2 of them are ready and waiting. Okay, that's good news. So now we can grow birch and we can grow oak as well. Don't walk off. What are you doing, pig? Stay away from this. Oh, I haven't got any carrots. How am I going to get carrots? I wish I could breed them. Wait, can you breed them with other things as well? I think you can. I don't think it's just carrots that you can breed them. I think potatoes, amongst other things. I can only get wheat at the moment, but let's shear this guy. What did we get? We got... You, sheep, are a hero. You don't know it, but you are the greatest sheep that has ever lived in this chunk. Granted, he is the only sheep. I'm just going to pick up these saplings before they despawn as well and before I go to sleep. Yeah, granted, he is the only sheep, but I can't believe he actually dropped me 3. What a hero. And now I'll get this extra piece of iron smelted. And yeah, I think I am forced to make another stone pickaxe. This one is definitely going to break. I'd love to find some more iron ores and make an iron pickaxe as soon as possible. But I think before that, I probably need to prioritize a better food system. And like I say, I'm going to have to leave this pig to live his life. I can't take them out and use the food. How am I going to get back up here? I guess I'll just tower up. Yeah, I can't take them out and use that for the food because that is just a great way to run out of pigs very, very quickly. I'm going to try and get back up to this cave right here. Oh, okay. Can we fit through? We can. Let's carry on round. And then I can head up the little staircase that I dug. This is why you dig staircases, ladies and gentlemen. Because I can actually go... Well, you say that and it's not very good at the end, is it? But it is much easier to get up. Let's just continue it all the way up to the top. And not one of my saplings has grown. Wow. I would add some birch ones here, but I feel like we haven't got space for birch as well. What I will do, I think, is just start to get a little bit of storage going. So I'll make a chest and just put all the important wood stuff. So yeah, sticks, saplings, wood. So I put the flowers in as well. I probably could make that composter. And now the next priority, food. We definitely need to get that sorted sooner rather than later. So let's go ahead and take 2 sticks, craft a stone hoe, and then along here we can plant all 4 of the seeds down. This does make me want to try and make some bone meal. All I've got to do is get some slabs, turn them into a composter, and then the flowers can be composted. Are we actually going to get enough for a bone meal with this? I'm not optimistic. These are the only... Well, I can actually get more bone meal. Yes, we did. So I can grow it a tiny amount. It wasn't really worth it, was it, ladies and gentlemen? Anyway, we've got that. We've got loads of coal. I think I'm going to stick that in the chest as well. I'm going to turn these melon slices into seeds and plant both of those down as well. Hopefully the melons grow onto these blocks. I think it would look nicer. In fact, to ensure that that happens, I think what I'll do... I'll go like this. Bit of cobble. Then the only blocks they can go to is there. I think that works better. We've got a tree grown as well. That's fantastic. A temporary bit of food, I suppose, would be apples. We haven't got any apples yet, have we? But at the very least, well, we've got more sticks if we need them. And now that I have my bed... Oh, we did get an apple, by the way. Now that I have my bed, I feel like we don't have to worry too much about the night and stuff like that. I was just saying that, look, for a second, it was just a half bed. And I was like, is it going to be a full bed or not? Is it just glitched? Anyway, 2 apples. Do we eat these apples? Did I not get any other saplings from that, by the way? It's a very, very good job that we're growing so many. I'm going to actually place down a birch one just to mix it up. There we go. Let's mix it up. Let's eat the apple. I suppose I could get leaves with the shears and then compost them for bone meal. That could be a good... I'm trying to think any other ways I could get bone meal. I'm not sure. I also definitely want to see if we can find more iron. And on the sides, I can just see coal. I don't even know if the iron is going to be in this section of the chunk or I need to be lower. But I suppose the only way to find out is to kind of dig around and see what happens, really. See what we can find. Although so far it seems to mainly be coal, a bit of copper, and yeah, it all opens up that way. So I think this is the chunk. Oh, by the way, more wool. Could come in handy. And the pumpkin's grown. Okay, fantastic. So we've got a pumpkin. As I was saying though, this I think is the chunk to find some iron. Let's head this way. We'll dig a bit of a staircase down. I suppose that's probably the smartest option. And then I'll get busy strip mining. I think that's the only way to do it. Unless you can see the iron from the outside like we did before. But it doesn't seem like there's any of that to be had. So let's see what we can do. It's actually going to be kind of tricky to find any iron, isn't it? Because it's not like it's the most common resource in the world, is it? Especially when you have to dig for it. But it'll be very, very useful. Once I get an iron pickaxe, I'll be able... Oh, I'll get upset about cobblestone falling off. Also, look at the down there. It looks like we've got a desert thing. I'm trying to sneakily kind of look to see what else there is. I can see netherrack. There's all sorts down there, isn't there? But yeah, more iron will be a great resource to have. Armor as well is another use for it, isn't it? So we'll keep searching and keep strip mining. We will have diamonds way below us as well, which we'll get further down the line. But if we can't get an iron pickaxe, we won't be getting anything. Forget about the diamonds. We haven't even... Yeah, we've got to get the iron first to mine the diamonds. I've just gone through another pickaxe, by the way. I'm going to make a crafting table right now and make a new one so we can keep searching. I was hoping I wouldn't have to make a new one and that... Have we gone across far enough? No, we need to go another one across. Yeah, I was hoping I wouldn't have to make a new one and I'd just be able to make an iron one straight away. But there you go. We've got a new stone pickaxe. And the sun is starting to go down. I think it's probably wise if I can find my way out of here. Is there a staircase here? It is. All right, yeah. There is a system, isn't there? I should have brought my bed with. In fact, I could probably make another bed, actually, because the sheep's probably regrown its... Well, yes, it has. Fantastic. So let's go ahead, make another bed, get to sleep before... we have to worry about any mob spawning that we don't want to run into. Did you grow your wool back that far? You are a hungry sheep, aren't you? He's literally just a never-ending supply of wool. Perfect. I'll have one more apple. And hopefully all the time whilst I'm doing this, the wheat is growing up above so we can at least make some bread. Well, probably, yeah, we'll be able to make some bread. And we do need a much higher supply of seeds. Get them all planted down. Once we've got more seeds, we'll really start to have food. At the moment, I've just got to be careful and conserving of my food, really. But I also think my trees might have grown, so I might get more apples from it. So we should be all pretty good. And after doing all of that mining, I didn't find a single piece of iron. I've got a lot of cobblestone, which is a good thing. And I'm almost at the next layer. Do we check it out? Let's check out the next layer. It looks like a desert one, which could be very, very handy. I'll tell you what would be more handy, though. Iron. I can't, you know, use a water bucket to get down easy. I can't do anything unless I get some iron. But on a positive note, we've got cactus. Is this the entire desert one? It's a lot of sand. Not a lot of room for these cactus to grow, but let's gather them up. In fact, I don't know if I need to gather them up. Instead, I could just plant more. I mean, other than green dye, I don't know what use I'm going to have for them. And on a positive, do we go down another layer? I do see iron. I don't want to go down all the layers too quick without properly getting good gear. But when you see iron, surely you've got to take it. What is the layer below sand? Let's carefully... It's not very easy to dig a staircase when there's sand there, is it? But let's carefully dig down. Easiest way to avoid fall damage. Because remember, food is kind of scarce. Oh, it's a ruin portal. Oh, this is huge. But yeah, just go in a boat and you'll be fine. And is there a chest attached to this ruin portal? Or is it... Oh, hello, pig. What are you doing down here? Is it really going to troll me like that? Don't tell me that there is not a chest here. No way. That is so disheartening. Right, I'm going to just turn all of this into blocks as well. I guess it's good to know that I've found obsidian. But yeah, I can't believe there isn't a tree. Oh, we've got spruce as well. So that's good to know. I'm most excited. I'm sure. I see a cow. There is a cow down there. That's good to know. Yeah, I'm most excited about the iron ore that I saw from above. But now I'm struggling to see it. Is it some... Okay, there it is. Perfect. Watch out, pig. I'm coming through. We must grab as much of this iron as we can. Okay, it's somewhere down here. And like I say, the priority is to get 3 pieces to make an iron pickaxe. But if I can get 3 more for a bucket, that'll also be very, very useful. What have we got so far? We've got 5, but we've already got 1 in our inventory. So that's great news. And is there any more? It doesn't look like... Iron is very hard to get, isn't it? And it's really hard to mine it and find it. But I guess it's just one of those things that you might find it, you might not. Either way, I'm glad that I've finally got enough so that I'm going to be able to make an iron pickaxe. In fact, here's an idea. I'll first build some staircases. There must be some easier way. What if I added ladders to the side of the chunk? That could be a good way to get up and down, couldn't it? But yeah, for now, I'm just staircasing it. And I'm thinking I could strip mine with this stone pick. And then once it breaks, I could create an iron pick. That's probably going to be the smartest idea. So let's carefully carry on. More importantly, have we got any food? I guess we're about to find out. Yeah, I feel like I've been down here mining away for so long. I get this massive, you know, great one chunk to explore. And all I seem to have done is mine away at it, searching for stuff. But that's what you've got to do. You've got to try and find the hidden secrets inside. Oh, the pumpkins and melons have grown. Well, that's at least some good news. I could make pumpkin pie. Is that better than making bread? I've absolutely no idea if it is or it isn't. Now, where's my staircase that I had? I think this is yeah, we found it. Perfect. So if we kind of actually make it into a staircase instead of just a load of pillars, that would be good, wouldn't it? There we go. It's like, it's now basically just a parkour course the way it's going, isn't it? But let's carry on up, and then, which way do I need to go? I think it's this way, isn't it? Yeah. I need to block up that hole as well. That's, yeah, I don't want to fall down there. But yeah, if we follow this all the way, oh, okay, we've got a giant oak tree. We do have a grown piece of wheat. No melons or pumpkins yet, but that's not the end of the world, because the farm is starting to come along quite nicely. We need a cobblestone chest, don't we? I certainly seem to have a never-ending supply of that, don't I? There we go. We've got all of that there. I am starting to get hungry. This is where I'm starting to get worried. I can eat a piece of melon, but I'd almost rather be planting them down, so I might just, like, stop doing stuff, if that makes sense, and then try and be a little bit more careful and conserving of my hunger. So let's harvest the one piece of wheat. Okay, that's good. We got 3 more seeds as well. And the fact that I can now make a bucket is huge, because we can actually start to build some sort of farm here. So I reckon just in the middle is fine. Or maybe I could build a platform and raise it up. I don't know. Am I overthinking it? I don't want to make it too complex. So let's add in the water and then till all of the ground. And I can plant down the first 3 seeds. I think I would also like to have a load of melons. Maybe... Well, I feel like, first of all, I feel like this birch sapling needs to move. I'll put it somewhere over here for now. It's not too pressing. But yeah, if we could have seeds going all the way along there. And I'd also like this to be infinite water sources. It'll just look nicer, won't it? But let's start with that. Getting that infinite water sources. Seeds along there. Seeds along here. And then down here, I could make a nice little melon and pumpkin patch, couldn't I? Because, like I say, I think melons are useful, but I need to work out if pumpkins are actually worth it or not. So, yeah, we'll dig out all the dirt. Do we make this the same level? We could, yeah, we could bring it up, couldn't we? Let's do that. Raise up the dirt platform, and then I've just got to work out where I'm going to put the water. So let's go and bring that all the way. It has to be said, doesn't it? And I'm not going to use my precious iron to make iron tools, by the way. But it has to be said, this is basically the day of farming. But hey, I wasn't joking when I said we're going vegan. So we're also going to need plenty of water in here as well. Then along here, I'll till the ground, and this is where all of the melon seeds can go. So already we've got 6, which is a good little start. The melon might have grown... Oh, and I can't sprint now. That's annoying. Yeah, the melon might have grown down below. This melon, sadly, doesn't look like it's yet grown. I'll just plant those down for now and slightly expand that. We've almost got enough for 1 bread. Can you believe it? Oh, this is good, because I can actually use third person to see... Oh, the melon has grown. Okay, it's worth going down there for then. If it hadn't have grown, I'd be able to see from up here, and I'd be like, well, I'll not bother going down. So that was very, very handy indeed. We are very much moving slow and steady now, since I can't sprint. But it's not the end of the world. I think I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to have that. Do I take these up with me? They seem to be growing well, though. I feel like there's no point upsetting the balance. It's growing extremely quickly. I don't want to mine it up and then break it and then it has to grow the stem again. You know what I mean? I might as well just leave. If it's working, don't, you know, if it's not broken, don't fix it. That's my motto. So I don't mind for now constantly going down there to replenish my melon supplies. And I'm sure some of the ones up here will soon start to grow. So I'm going to turn both of these into melon seeds, all 3 of them should I say, and plant them there. Now, I want my melons to grow onto these blocks, not to these. So I think it's time I tried to make things look aesthetically nice as well, at least slightly aesthetically nice. So I've got so much coal that I'm going to take a stack of cobblestone, 8 coal. I don't think coal's that rare really, so I'm not too. In fact, there's loads of coal in there anyway. So yeah, we'll have that. And we'll turn this into regular stone. And then with all of this cobblestone that I have, I might as well just craft another furnace. And I guess I'll put it in the ground. We'll fill it up with loads more coal. And the regular stone can then get turned into smooth stone. Yeah, I think that's going to make it look quite nice. Because now, when I want this to grow, if I place that like that, the pumpkin, or, well, melon in this case, can only go on this dirt block. It can't go on any other block. So, we can actually surround this and just make everything look that little bit nicer. And at this point, yeah, it's kind of just a waiting game now of letting everything grow. Because if I've not got a decent amount of food, I don't want to be going to lower levels and doing stuff. Because I'll just end up starving or something stupid. So, I guess I'll just keep tree chopping and hopefully get plenty more saplings from that. You never know, we might even get an apple since I am a little bit peckish, and the wheat is taking forever to grow. Come on, just one more little bit. And you know what? Whilst I'm waiting for it all to grow, I reckon I set up a layer dedicated to trees. Granted, it'll take a lot of mining out. I could do it down there even. No, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to mine out a load of the stone. Oh, we've got an apple. This makes me so happy because it means I can actually sprint again. Yeah, I think on this level, I'm going to dig it all out so it's about an entire chunk, 8 blocks tall, which is going to take a bit of time, isn't it? A bit of mining. But I'll do that, and then I'll have loads of space to plant trees and get unlimited wood. Because I do think in this one chunk challenge, wood is going to be so useful. Food, of course, very important. That's all growing away. So in the meantime, we might as well be doing something like this to make progress in another area. I also do keep making stone pickaxes. I know it'd be faster if I used an iron pick, but I just feel like the durability on this is a little bit more precious. Like, we've really come to realize that iron is quite rare, so I don't want to just be using it up for absolutely no reason and mining away aimlessly, but it is so much quicker. So I don't know. I'll mine up quite a bit with this iron pick, but I'll make sure that I don't get it anywhere near close to breaking. Because without a doubt, the priority is still to save it for mining stuff like diamonds. Once we get a diamond pick, then we really will be cooking. And it is all mined out. This should be enough, I think. Now, I could probably have it all be dirt, but I feel like that's a bit wasteful of the dirt. Not that we've got a shortage, but I do have a bit of a better idea. And that is first for me to build some sort of way to get back up. Oh, wait, are we outside the chunk? Okay, I thought I was outside the chunk then. I was like, what's going on here? It just turns out that this doesn't go all the way till the edge. And whilst I've been mining, all my crops have grown. Fantastic. Let's go ahead. Okay, the inventory is a little bit full now. Let's go ahead and make that into a double chest. Then I can put much more in there. I'll take all 9 of these seeds, get them down, and this is also grown, which is good news. So, and the melon, everything's grown. Fantastic. We'll get that down along there. And I do think now that's my food problem solved in a way. I think I can live off melons for a little bit. I don't want to permanently live off melons, of course, but I think for now I'll get away with it. So I'm going to mine up all of these as well. I don't even think I need to plant more. I think having all of them grow is just a good thing. I should have planted more trees down. I don't know why I didn't use the saplings. More wood would have been very handy indeed, but not the end of the world. We can quickly get more by just placing the saplings. And I suppose I'll just place the extra few seeds along here. Might as well still have them planted down. The wheat is always going to be handy. I think I'll turn this into bread. That's going to be useful as well. So now we've got a bit of bread. We can munch on that if we want to. We've got loads of melons as well. Fantastic. So that's great to have that checked off the list. I also need quite a few ladders, so I'm going to try and make a bunch of them. I think 12 ought to do it. And then I'm going to mine this dirt back up and replace as much of this layer as I can with wood. It's times like this that makes me slightly annoyed with myself that I didn't remember to plant down all the other trees, because I'm definitely not going to have enough wood to do all of this now. And I'll have to wait for the trees to grow. On a positive note, the trees have grown, so that's actually very, very handy. Let's go ahead and get a few more planks. It's not going to be a crazy amount, but it's better than nothing. I'm not really interested in building with birch wood at this point in time. And I do think I should also be expanding this ladder, but I don't think... Yeah, I've not even got enough planks to connect it. This is sad. Oh, there is some trees over there. We could go and get them. And this actually should get me enough to get enough sticks to make all the ladders and the planks to pillar it all as well. Look at a couple of sticks as well. Don't mind if I do. I'll take both of them very, very gratefully. Now let's turn these into planks and then craft ladders. I'm hoping 12... No, 12's not going to be enough. We need more than that, aren't we? Let's see if 18 does it. Also, these have grown, so I might as well take these. I don't know what... I can to this point still don't know what I'm going to do with the pumpkins, but it's always good to know that I'm getting them anyway. I mean, like I say, I could make pumpkin pie, although I'd need sugar for that, and we haven't actually got any sugar. It also seems that, despite my optimism, I did not have enough ladders, but this time, hopefully another 12's enough. Only one way to find out. Yeah, we're definitely going to have enough now. I can even slightly extend it underground too. And then pretty much any wood that I get from here on out is going to be used on this floor. It's funny that I'm building a tree farm, but to build the tree farm, I need more trees. Got a real tree shortage. Also want to keep on top of harvesting the melons. It feels good, you know, ladies and gentlemen. We've got food. We're starting to actually build some nice stuff. We've got a sapling here as well. Might as well get that planted back down. I think in this chest, 6 more. Yeah, we've even got some planks there and all. I thought about turning them into slabs, all of them, and making it a slab wood floor, but I just think it's nicer if they're full blocks. And I can start actually placing some of the dirt down. So my first thoughts are, in every corner, there should be a tree. Does it grow, this tree, or is that in the way? I think it should still grow, shouldn't it? And then if I space them like this, I think it'll be good. I know there's only a 2-block gap there, but yeah, I think this should work out okay. There goes my axe as well. I've just broken that, but yeah, the floor is pretty much ready. It is also going dark, so I'll just place down these extra few planks and then quickly head up to the top of this ladder. Has any of the trees grown? Nope, not one of them. So let's jump into bed. And I can, at the very least, grab these 6 saplings and plant them down. I reckon before this floor gets finished, we have some of these trees grow, which is, it's got to be a good thing, hasn't it? In fact, I have so much melon What do you reckon? We get some bone meal. Now, this is a thought, ladies and gentlemen. We get some bone meal, because I don't need every single one. I mean, I'm going to end up with bread soon anyway. No! The bone meal's gone. That's... How did... I was stood right next to it. What's that all about? Anyway, let's see. I've got 3 bone meal. Never say never, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2... Well... What a waste of melons that was. I think it should accelerate its growth, though. I think it will grow faster now, so might be a slight benefit. But yeah, it's a little bit of a waiting game when it comes to those trees. So whilst I wait, I think I'm going to head down further. Hold on a second. Here's an idea. First of all, I actually need to get a new axe. So we're going to grab 3 cobble. I can chuck that andesite in there, can't I? Yep. And then let's go and make some sticks and make a new axe. And then I'm actually going to mine this birch tree. What will I use the birch tree for? You'll soon see. I think I might have some birch saplings left as well. Let me just double check that I have. Yeah, so I don't have to worry too much about getting all of these saplings. If we lose some from it, doesn't matter. We've got spare ones in the chest. This tree's also grown, which is fantastic news. And it's a bit of a different situation when it comes to the oak saplings because we need more of these to fully plant them all down there. So hopefully we are going to get plenty from this. Although so far... Oh, we've got another tree. 2 trees have grown. Okay, this is perfect, guys. I'll forget about trying to get saplings. I will just focus on getting the wood. And, oh, we got a couple of birch saplings. Wasn't bothered about them, was I? But it's not bad nonetheless, I suppose. Chuck those in there. Grab this tree as well. It was day 14 when I went to bed. Read, it became day 14. And all being well, I'll get some And all being well, I'll get some saplings. All I can see at the moment, though, is sticks. I don't know what that's all about. So we'll continue searching around. There we go. 1 sapling. Wow. I don't actually need to plant any more down here, do I? I can actually have them all just be at the bottom. So I might as well pick up any rogue saplings. Let's grab this melon as well. The melon farm is actually probably the best thing that I've built so far. More wheat has grown, which is good news too. I think, does that mean No, I need 1 more to make some more bread. I think I'll just start storing seeds in here for now because I haven't really got any more places to plant them. I could expand this farm. In fact, let's do that. Let's expand this farm. Oh, well, okay, we've sprung a leak, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just fill all of that in. We should be all right. And then I'm going to use this water to get all of that filled up. And from there, we'll start expanding this. More and more seeds. Can't believe how many birch saplings I got. I got like 4 from this one tree. And I got 1 from the other. Oh, well, we got another one. Well done. It's about time. But yeah, we definitely didn't get a great drop rate for oak ones. But birch ones, we could do plenty more of them. As I predicted, a tree grew before I'd actually finished the floor. I knew it would be like this. So we'll go ahead, mine away this. And we might at this point be very close to having enough wood to fill it all in. Might not have it all, but I reckon we won't be a million miles away. I mean, 20. Okay, we will actually still have a little bit to go. But let's get it all placed down. And yeah, if I mine up 2 or 3 more trees, we'll definitely be there. We've also got a sapling from this one, which is good news. Get that planted down. I think, yeah, I've run out of everything else. What I wanted to use the birch logs for were, because I'm not aesthetically going to use them, might as well turn them into sticks. And then turn these into ladders. And then, oh, by the way, this has grown. But then I can continue extending this downwards. Are we safe to dig down? Yep. We'll just keep having this go really, really low. And then we'll just have a nice, easy way to access the other layers of the chunk. Look at this cactus all grown into the roof. Might as well harvest that. I have actually got my own little cactus farm here, haven't I? As soon as I want green dye, it'll be easy enough to get. Let's pick that up. And I think I'll put some more down. Why not? I could make this, yeah, completely automatic, but I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to make a bit more room. My shovel did break, so I do need to get another one. I think at this point, the biggest issue is just the lack of iron. It really... Okay, we need to move this as well. Yeah. I need to go lower and start finding some. Once I finish the tree farm, I will. How do I get back up? Head to the ladder SB. You've literally placed it there for a reason. Before I go up any further, by the way, I am just going to place down the final ladder. There we go. We've got them all down now. And we've even got an oak sapling waiting for me. Look at that. Perfect. We'll get that planted in that spot. I don't think there's any more saplings around. I don't think there's anything else at the top either, is there? Not really. Just 1 lone leaf. It dropped. I did not expect that. 1 leaf, 1 sapling, ladies and gentlemen. I'll take that every day of the week. Oh, another one as well. Fantastic. This is all coming together, isn't it? Let's put that down. I have actually got enough sticks now to also make more ladders if I want to. I'm not in a massive rush for that, but we'll get them crafted anyway and get them in. Put more sticks there. More melons have grown, which is perfect. It's like a well-oiled machine, this place, isn't it, guys? A very well-oiled machine. This farm is slowly expanding. It's probably, I was going to say, it's better for me to use this and get more wheat, but at the same time, I feel like, is it a bit of a waste of melon? Food that I kind of need. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. Let's grow that. You know what, though? That is another 3 seeds that can now be growing. And the melons are growing quick. Look at that. Another one's just grown straight away. Are my furnaces finished, by the way? That's okay. I actually need to just turn it all into smooth stone now. Alright, well, we can leave that running. Another one's just grown here. So let's go ahead and put 2 more down. Yeah, as soon as like this one, well, just 2 or 3 of these grow, we'll be able to fill all that in, which is fantastic. Food problems will be sorted 100%. Can't say I'm a big fan of this vegan life. I also think maybe I should put some torches down here, just so there's enough light. I don't have any sticks left, though, did I? I think do I have some sticks left? I do. I have some. Well, I've got 1. 1 is better than none, because we can make ourselves a few meager torches. And for now, I'm just going to move some of the planks around so that I can have 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. And I tell you what, every time I come up here, we've got another melon. It's absolutely fantastic. 23. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm still not happy with the lack of iron or the lack of tree growth, really. So I'm just going to chill here. I'm going to wait for crops to grow, wait for trees to grow, and then when that's done, we're exploring more of this chunk, and we are going to get armor. That is the next quest on my list of quests to do. I would do it now, but because I've got no sticks, it's going to be difficult to craft more pickaxes, so that's what I'm mainly holding out for and waiting, because there might be a bit of mining to be done. Been sat in this box for ages. Let's see what we've... Oh, look at that. Everything here has successfully grown, so we will collect up plenty of the wheat and the seeds. I don't think this needs to be a bit of a wheat farm anymore. This doesn't really need to be a melon farm either, because it's all nicely set up over here, and it's working perfectly. Also, that's very ugly, isn't it? I should just build a house. That's what needs to be up here next. We've got a bit of a crop farm. We do need a bit of a house next, don't we? Not to worry, though. Right now, you know me and building houses. I hate doing it. Let's just get this all planted down for now. Prioritize, yeah, getting all the wheat seeds down. I could expand it so that there's more space to be planted as well. Like, I could have that across there. That across there if I wanted to. I don't think I'm going to, but it's still an option, isn't it? It's an option if I ever need it. We've got loads of wheat, so we can actually eat good now. Yeah, we can actually eat bread, not just melon slices. So slowly but surely that is increasing, and the amount of melons available is very nice indeed. We get around 7, I think is it about 5 to 7 melon slices per one, so that's always good news as well. Let's go ahead, just keep some of it in there. We'll keep a stack on me as well, and every single tree that I could plant has now grown, so I'll be able to harvest all of these up, mine them all up, and then I'll be able to, in every single dirt, be able to put down a tree, which is fantastic, and I'll be able to finish the floor too. In fact, I'm thinking I might finish the floor before I've even mined up every single tree, just to save myself, I don't know, it's just annoying me that the floor's not done, really. Not really saving me any time or doing anything else useful, but I just feel like it's a bit of an eyesore when the floor isn't done and looking nice, so let's go ahead and fill in all of that, and then I'll chop down the rest of the trees. Hopefully from this we end up with enough saplings to replant every single one. I'd be very disappointed and a bit surprised if I ran, I didn't have enough saplings for that and I actually had less than what I was planted. You'd think that all of these leaves will drop me at least 20 saplings. That's what my guess is anyway. We'll see. Already got 1 sapling anyway. That's a good start, isn't it? we at least can plant 1 oak tree back down, because if I mess up and lose, like, don't get any saplings, which is very unlikely, obviously, then the oak trees will go extinct. I'll be forced to just grow birch trees, and what would Camman think to that? He wouldn't be happy at all, would he? So let's go ahead anyway and continue mining up these logs. Fantastic, that's all of it chopped. So yeah, we've got enough wood to do whatever we need. Oh, apparently I missed one there. Don't forget that. And, 5 saplings. Don't mind if I do. I see more dotted around as well, so I'll try and pick up as many of them as I can. I guess 20, but I think I'm actually going to end up with a lot more than 20, aren't I? Already up to 16. How many of these have we got? We've got 1, 4 this way, 4 that way. Yeah, so 16 in total. So I'll get every single one of them planted down. Then we definitely need to make some sort of storage down here for logs, apples, saplings, all that kind of thing. So I reckon in the floor we could have a crafting table. I don't think there's anything wrong with that idea, is it? Let's go ahead, put a crafting table there, and then this chest can have Oh, well, I didn't mean to do it like that, but we'll go with something like that. It can have a load of logs, it can have sticks, it can have saplings, and eventually it can have apples. If we get any apples from this, I'm starting to not be too confident we're going to, but anyway, main thing is we've got more than enough saplings, and I don't know what it could be for, but I feel like at some point another double chest will be useful, so I'm going to place it there. Hopefully it doesn't stop the tree from growing. I don't think it will. Oh, we've got an apple. Perfect. Well, the only use of the apple is just to make it look like I've got more in my storage. I'm not complaining, ladies and gentlemen. I actually think maybe what I could do is... Oh, it started raining. I could move everything slightly down and then have it so that the logs that take up 3 rows. Because that's going to be the thing that I end up with the most of, isn't it? So I think it does make sense. But yeah, fantastic progress. Of course, as I said, I do want to sort out our house or some sort of better base. I'm not going to worry about getting any more saplings from this. I think the main... Where did that sheep come from? And where have the pigs gone? What? There was 2 pigs here. They've either walked off or they've fused together to become a brown sheep. What did you do? He's refusing to speak to me. I have no idea what happened to them pigs. Oh my goodness, we've actually got mobs. Okay, let's this is why I want armor, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, okay, that's a bad time for my axe to break. Are we go? Oh, there's another one here. Okay. I definitely need to get some armor and poor guy. He's still falling. Oh, there's a cow there and all. Fantastic. And this is probably just going to allow more mobs to spawn below. Wait, do I have them? No, I don't have what I need, you see. And I don't know why I just ate the rotten flesh. Something just told me to eat it. I don't know. In my head, I was like, this is good food. And it's like, well, in a way, it's good food, SB. But you have melons and bread, which is a lot better food. So I'm going to go back up. I'm going to get a stone axe. And I'm going to get some more sticks so that I have plenty of resources to make plenty of tools whilst I'm out and about. I reckon if I turn these into it, yeah, that's got to be more than enough for now. None of these trees have yet grown in my humble little farm. I think I'm going to sleep and then this rain's gone too. New axe, check. We can safely battle whatever we might find down there now. Don't actually have any iron to make something like a shield, so yeah, we're just going to have to use blocks and keep my wits about me, really. I do also feel like I'm going to end up needing more ladders. I probably should have brought them. There is a spruce tree down here. I'll probably chop that down and use that for sticks and ladders. Oh, I hear a mob. Oh. He doesn't know that he is being watched. I mean, maybe some... Oh, okay. Some bones could be useful, though. You know, my inability to dodge it. I'm going to get shot off here if I'm not careful. SB, what are you doing? Just defeat him. There we go. Was a disaster waiting to happen that. I could just see myself getting shot and fall off the edge of the chunk. That would be very, very sad. I think, yeah, the best method here... And do I not have a shovel? What on earth did I never make another one? What am I playing at? Let's go ahead and get a new shovel. I'm not going to bother harvesting up the cactus, by the way. I'm just going to leave it there. I have no use for it, so... I can get loads of cactus, but I don't know what the point is of it. I'm going to turn this into cobble and use my final ladders. And then I'm just going to make sure as I dig down, I don't fall too far. Nice to see that I actually found a pig. I thought all pigs had gone from the entire thing. No, but we've still got some pigs left, which is always good news. I'm going to probably just mine away this entire ledge so that it's just all... oh, I didn't mean to mine that up. Anyway, you get the point. I'm going to make it all at this level. Did I dig that? I think I did. Anyway, I don't have any more ladders, as I've said. But my plan to chop down the spruce tree is working, ladies and gentlemen. We'll go ahead, completely get rid of that. I want to make sure I get some saplings and I can actually grow more spruce. In an ideal world, I would actually farm pretty much every tree. I think that would be really, really cool. I don't... what I'll do is I'll leave myself probably that many. I reckon that's... Yeah, that should do it, shouldn't it? We've got a good 18 more ladders to use. Is that going to allow me to get as high as I need to go? Indeed it did. We can even go 3 blocks down. And what is the next one? It looks like it's more snow. Okay, good to know. I also feel like we must be at a bit more of a level where we can find iron. I couldn't believe it that an entire spruce tree didn't drop a single sapling, but look at this. There's loads of... Oh, there's so many animals down here. This is where they're all at. Oh, we can breed cows. Do you think I try and take him all the way up to the top? That's way too much effort, isn't it? But we do have enough wheat. Yeah, we can breed cows and get food. That... I think I'm going to have to bring you guys up. And I've got an idea on how to do it. Because I've noticed there's a nether below me. And the nether has a useful block for transporting mobs upwards. So... yeah, I've got an idea. Whether it's actually practical, though, I'm not sure. Because I was thinking I could make a bubble column and then put the mobs in and it send them upwards. But the amount of effort it's going to take me to place water at each level, yeah, it's not going to be very easy, is it? We got a sapling this time. That's great. We're not going to run out of spruce trees then. Yeah, I think it would just be very, very annoying to get them upwards. I could just have it so that the cow farm is down here and we get food that way. But I would love to no longer be a vegan, if possible. All right. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind melons and bread every now and again. But if I can avoid that and change it, then that'll be... Ooh, careful. Is this just half a tree? It is, isn't it? It's just half a tree. Anyway, let's continue getting as much wood as possible. That has got to be my main priority, hasn't it? And actually, I've got 8 saplings. We're at a level where I could make a spruce tree farm without any... I've probably got enough birch saplings for a birch tree farm as well. Like, we could farm all 3 of the wood types. I might be tempted to do that because they're just all useful for building various types of things. Are there a chicken here or not? Every animal is down here. Why I had to come all the way down here to find all the animals? I don't think I'll ever know, but I'm certainly not complaining. There is also, I'm getting so many saplings. 15. I don't even think I want to hang around here and wait for all the other ones because I'll just be here forever, won't I? But I think I've got more than enough. And the next question is there any iron ore? Have I been down? I haven't. Is that just a staircase? Okay, it's just terrain. I thought it was a staircase I'd put there. And I've spotted iron just above me. There is gold as well. I could make a gold helmet, perhaps. That could be... Yeah, I reckon that could be a smart idea. Because I don't know what else I'm going to use gold for anyway. Unless it's maybe like, I don't know, a golden apple, something like that. We can't quite reach that at the moment. Now, where's the never-ending ladder? It would be in this corner. And what I could do is turn all these logs into planks and then get a load of sticks and a load of ladders. Then get busy pillaring upwards. You ready to see a clutch, by the way? Look at that. But yeah, pillar upwards and add the ladders at the same time too. It's very easy to get distracted with building a ladder, isn't it? Oh, we've got floating glow. Like, what is going on? How is this just suspended on nothing? Hovering on mid. I'm not going to ask questions. No, I'm actually more excited about the fact that we found sugarcane, because that is kind of a rare commodity and it opens up the door for me to get other things. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just for now have a little mini secret sugarcane farm down there. I'm not going to move the farm upwards anytime soon. So yeah, let's have a little secret one right there. And yeah, I keep getting distracted with building ladders. Let's focus on getting the iron. That's got to be the #1 priority, hasn't it? Is there any more saplings here to grab? Doesn't look like it. Oh, there is ice over there though. So let's carefully mine away at this. This is a little bit time consuming with this pickaxe, but not going to worry too much about it. There's a decent amount of iron here. There must be 6 pieces, but no, SB, you're so stupid. What a waste. What a waste of iron that is. There was 7 pieces, but now I've only got 6. I really can be so stupid sometimes, can't I? I'm going to make some spruce fence so that the cows can't walk off or anything like that. Well, apparently you're an escapee. And the sheep, are you just going to walk straight in? All right, what an... I thought you was about to walk off then. I tell you what I need to go and get some wheat. Tell you what, guys, you guys stay there. We could have 1 for sheep and 1 for cows. Is that what you guys want? 1 each? I could get it arranged, guys. That cow is also giving me major anxiety the way he's just stood on the edge looking into nothing. What are we looking at? Has he just realised how alone we are? I'm sorry, did I distract you? Anyway, yeah, I'm going to head all the way up. Oh, there's 1 piece of iron I missed. Oh, that makes it even more annoying, because if I hadn't let that 1 piece of iron fall, I'd have 8 pieces now, and I could have made a chest plate. I mean, I can make leggings, so it's not the end of the world. And I'm sure there's more iron ore in this chunk. I wouldn't have thought that iron is that rare. Although it has been so far for me, hasn't it? I've just realised that after mining out and spending ages mining all that out, this layer here would have been perfect for a tree farm because most of it's missing. That's probably where I'll build a birch or a spruce one, I think. Oh, most of these are grown as well. Fantastic. Right, first things first, though. Don't get distracted, SB. A wandering trader. No way. I got distracted. I didn't expect to see him. The only issue is, on this server, trading is disabled because it's just too easy to exploit. So, even though I know he wouldn't have any good trades, and I'd be killing him anyway, I can't even find it out. But how did you guys miss, by the way? There we go. We got him. Some free leads. They actually are that bad they can't even hit me. Oh, well, 1 fell off. And there goes the other one too. I was hoping to get leather from him, but never mind. Because leads actually change everything. That is actually the most game-changing thing that could have happened. Let me get a bit of extra bone meal. No, in fact, I don't even need to bother with wheat. I can actually... In fact, I've got a few things here I can do, right? First things first, yeah. Grab a couple of pieces of bone meal. Grow both of these. Get them replanted. But now we've got 2 pieces of wheat. In fact, I've got another one there as well. Fantastic. And I've got bone. Why did I just use this bone? I forgot. Yeah, other mobs can spawn here, you know. Let's see. Is there any others that I'd like nearly grown? We'll go with that. There we go. Oh, we've got loads of wheat now. It's coming in nicely. But I do think if I'm smart, I can transport the cows all the way up using the lead. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do them one at a time. And I'm going to breed them first. So that if we have any casualties by mistake, we don't have to worry about it too much. Because at least there'll be one spare. Because I know what I'm like. I'll end up killing one with fall damage somehow, some way. I don't know exactly how I'd manage that, but I know what I'm like. I'll tell you what, it takes some time to go up and down the chunk now. We've explored a lot, but I think there's still a lot further down to go as well. I can't even really see the bottom. All right, cows, let's have a baby cow. And yeah, all of you can go in there. That's fine. All in one pen. We're going to put a lead on you, and we're going to hope for the best. Is this going to work? Move across slightly. Oh, yes. Hang on a minute. He's moving across. Yes. Does this work? Or can he not get through that gap? This is just going to be very annoying, isn't it? So the only way this works is if I mine away. Right, you know what? Cow, let's just head down. Hold on. Just patiently wait there. I've just got a bit of mining to do to be able to get you up. I mean, maybe if I had him outside the chunk and pulled him up that way, I could get him up. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to start from here and dig away. Now, anytime I break it and I start falling, look at that. We can just get on the ladder. So that's easy enough to handle. And yeah, I just basically will dig all the way down and then I'll be able to get the cow back up. All this just to transport a cow. Who'd have thought it? I haven't even got armor and here I am. Well, then again, it is a good to have. Oh, should we get the lapis? Whilst we're here, we might as well. Yeah, it is good to have a cow farm as soon as possible because they are just such a great source of food. So yeah, I think it is going to be well worth it. All right, cow. Take 2 on your journey to the top of the world. Is it going to work? It looks like it is. And he's found the gap. Oh, fantastic. Right, we can now just head up really, really high and we should be able to, yeah, we should be fine. The cow's coming up to, this is actually way easier than I thought it was going to be. Saved by the random spawning of a wandering trader. I mean, it makes sense that it was overdue for one to spawn, but I did, whoa, there's a cow back, the pig's back. Yeah, I can't tell the difference between pigs and cows now, guys. But yeah, I mean, I didn't expect the wandering trader to spawn, but I do think we're going to have a few of them spawn through the course of this video, just from the nature of like, there's always going to be a spawning spot here. Okay, don't mess up the last bit now, SB. I think, careful. Come on. Oh, he's up. We've actually done it. We've got a cow all the way to the top. He's still alive. Part of me did not think it would be possible. I'm going to just make a few sticks and I don't know if I have to actually make a full pen right now, but I can attach him like that and yeah, you live there now, Mr. Cow. All right, cow number 2. Your time has come. I feel bad that you're going to be leaving your child behind. I will transport the babe. Why are you all following me? Well, you know what? You're all right. You can be released. The baby is literally there purely as insurance, but don't try and follow us. Literally just put as insurance in case it's one of its parents die. That's the situation we're in. I don't think it will though. Are you going to make it through, cow? Yep. Alrighty. We're on our way up. Welcome again to the top. This is the only part that can really go wrong when I pull him up the ladder and he takes a little bit of fall damage. Although this time, oh well, that didn't work. And well, welcome again. I'll put him on here, and I think it's only right that I now go and get their child. I have to. I'm gonna put some blocks here so you don't go anywhere. Knowing me, I'll probably... And where is the baby? No. Oh, I thought it died. I was gonna say, knowing me, I'll probably end up killing the baby by mistake. But I'm sure I won't. Come on. Just come on up here. This must be the worst way to be transported as a mob, by the way. Oh, it's so much easier to get you up as well because of your smaller hitbox. As long as baby mobs don't have less health than adults, we're okay. Because it's gonna take some fall damage. But as long as it has plenty of health, everything should work out, I think. That's it, little fella. Don't panic. I've got you. I'm just going to have to also build upwards to get you the last little bit. And basically, once you... Oh, I did it without any fall damage. Look, I'm getting good at transporting cat. Don't worry, everyone. Your child is here, alive and well. I told you could trust me. Am I really going to put you in an area this small? I think I will. Yeah, that's your home. I could also transport more mobs. I bet enough time has passed, actually. I might be able to breed another one of these now. Let's have a look. Yeah, we're going to have a full family. Look at that. Fantastic. I'll head back down and get a few more fences. My worry now is, where do I build a house up here? I suppose I could build it here, couldn't I? Because this does... Yeah, I think there is still space for a house, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. Let's also harvest more of the wheat. We want to make sure... Are you guys just going to look at the wheat for your entire life? Longingly and hungrily. But yeah, we'll get that harvested, pick up the melons. I really feel like as the days go by, I've got my life together on this chunk. I may only have one chunk, but I am making it work, which is fantastic. As for the trees, it looks like every single one of them has grown as well, which is fantastic. So I'm going to get busy chopping them all. Yeah, it's still a little bit annoying that I'm still on stone tools, and I don't feel confident enough that I can use iron ones. That is slightly annoying, but before you know it, we'll probably have diamond ones. So I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'm just going to get busy chopping. It's to be expected. If you're on one chunk, you are going to end up having to be careful with your resources when it comes to stuff like iron and certainly diamonds. When it comes to stone, obviously there's no shortage of that, so I can make a million stone axes. I am going to have to craft another one in a second. This one is on its last legs. There we go. It broke. Do have a crafting table here though, so we can quickly make a new one and continue mining. Yeah, it's all working very, very nicely indeed, isn't it? Look at that. Loads more resources to add. I think I'll now focus on getting back to mining. That's kind of what I was doing, then I just got completely distracted, didn't I? With cows and transporting them upwards. It's an easy mistake to make, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Gotta be careful when doing this that I don't do it stupid, but we've made it down. I think I'll grab a few of the fences. We can also chuck the sheep inside. I feel like there's nothing wrong with the sheep at the very least living in here. So let's do that. I'll also breed another one. Why not? You can never have too many animals, can you? And then I'm going to work out armor-wise what I want to do. So I think I'm going to have a little look and see if I can get some of this gold. 5 pieces would be ideal. Okay, it looks like we might get 5. In fact, it's going to be more than 5, isn't it? Could be 6. Good job I got the iron pick out for this, isn't it? So that's all of those. Yeah, we got 6. So I'll make a gold helmet because, as I've said many times, a gold helmet actually gives you the same amount of protection as an iron helmet. The only difference is there's a bit more durability on an iron helmet. So we can save iron and use the gold for that. That's the first plan. And the next plan is just to get a load more iron for everything else. I don't see any more on the outskirts, but you'd think that there's got to be some iron hidden inside. Surely it's not crazy of me to think that, is it? What have we got here? Is this the little... Oh, it's the little sugarcane cave. Has that grown a little bit more? Indeed it has. A couple more. Let's do that. What I'll do is I'll turn that into dirt as well, and then we can get those planted like so. And then I think I'm going to go down a little bit further and hope for the best in spending a bunch of time strip mining away. Although I'm going to do it with stone pickaxes because my iron one is nearly broken and it's far too precious for that. Of course I'm finding copper, the thing that I don't want to find. I do think that this is the most effective way to be doing it, by the way, of strip mining. I mean, when you... Oh, okay. Are we just at this level? Oh, didn't expect that. Yeah, I don't think... I could make an infinite water source there, couldn't I? I don't think there's any other way really to strip mine when it comes to being in one chunk other than, yeah, digging to the end, leaving a gap of a couple of blocks, and repeating the process. A vein of iron ore is going to be big enough to where I'll be able to see it. Or at least I'll bump into it if I mine like this. So that I do think, you know, there's no point mining any close to each other, and that this is definitely the way that it should be done. I tell you what, iron ore being so scarce is probably the hardest thing of this challenge so far. Everything else has been fairly straightforward. But actually having to take my time and search for iron, yeah, is really, really difficult, isn't it? I mean, if it was coal that I was looking for, oh, we'd have loads of that, no problem. And copper. There's plenty of coal, oh, we've got a full inventory. Yeah, plenty of coal, plenty of copper. But iron ore just seems to be very, very scarce. So we've done that layer, and now I will mine the next one. Again, more copper ore. I feel like the most the iron ore I've found has been on the outskirts, but if I'm finding it on the outskirts... Oh, there goes a pickaxe. If I'm finding it on the outskirts, then it must be inside as well. I've just got to try and find it. That's my thinking behind it. I'm not giving up. Just got to find one good vein, and I'll probably be able to make a chest plate and some leggings. So I'm still optimistic that this is all going to work out. I've dug out the entire thing. I'm down at the netherrack. Not a single thing. Look at that. Didn't find any iron. Found loads of coal, loads of copper. It's very annoying, really. But we've made it this far down. Why don't we see what the nether level has to offer? And I'm trying to see what I could throw away to pick up the netherrack, but I don't think I need to pick up the netherrack, do I? I'm also curious, do you think that at this level, there could be ancient debris? I mean, you never know. Imagine finding ancient debris before finding diamonds. I'll end up with more ancient debris than I have iron at this rate. I'm going to have to make some sort of iron farm. That's going to be the only way that this is going to work the way it's going. I've also just realized I can MLG, even though I felt like I was in the nether. It's like well, I'm actually not in the nether. Now, this actually is the first good thing to find. Bone blocks. Yes, these are going to be great. Bone meal is going to be so helpful for various things. So I'm glad we found this. And yeah, it does go down quite far. I find it funny that there's deep slate gold ore here. I don't know why there would be. But it seems like the lower we go... Oh, I can see some more stuff. I can see the end. I think I can see water. Very, very interesting. Just can't see any iron. What I am going to do, though, is take the iron I've got and make some leggings. And I'm going to make a helmet with the gold as well. I don't think I have any ladders left. No. So what I'll do is, for now, I'll just build upwards. In fact, you know what? I won't do that. I should keep sand. I don't think dirt... Cobble's got to be the least important thing, isn't it? What I'm going to do, grab a load more sticks, get a load more ladders, and then as I go back upwards, I can be placing them down, and it just will just work better long term, it won't it? It definitely all makes sense. It is very satisfying, to be honest, to add the ladders and make it so I can get to every single level from here. Yeah, it is very, very cool indeed. Let's just try and mine away more. I think I'm going to have enough ladders, but at the same time, I'm not sure actually how far down I ended up coming. Oh, maybe I'm not going to have enough, actually. I've got 13. Yeah, surely that's enough. Look at that. We've got 1 to spare. I seem to always have 1 to spare when doing this. But yeah, we can get up nice and high. So we've... I don't know what I'm going to do with the bone blocks. Right now, I don't need them. But I think when I need to expand some farm, maybe I somehow get a carrot and then I need loads more carrots. As soon as something like that happens, all of the bone meal from these bone blocks will come in very, very handy. And yeah, I definitely need to just start organizing things a little bit better here. Let's do some smelting. Oh, that's done as well. That's good. We could start getting that down on the island. So I'm thinking, yeah, along here, we can just have it like this. And I'm also going to have this border be made of the smooth stone as well. My only worry is that the cows are kind of in the way. This does not look good. Did I throw away all the fences? I'm sorry, guys. And you've all grown up. Well, let's make some more baby calves then. And fill in this gap. Yeah, the floor's looking a lot better. In fact, the island itself is looking better. I do feel like this should be melons all the way, or maybe pumpkins. It should partition and become pumpkins, something like that. I just can't be bothered to move this chest. There's just so much in it. It's like, is it really worth it, SB? And my answer at the moment is, probably not. But very soon I will do. Look at that, fantastic. So let's get these leggings going and a helmet. Feeling a little bit better about myself. Not great still, but to say how much searching I've done for iron, I don't feel great. But it's better than nothing. And I'm sure as time goes on, I'll end up getting plenty. I just harvested one that wasn't fully grown. That's annoying. But yeah, sure as time goes on, I will find iron, and I'll look back at this and think, you know what? It was nothing to worry about. This really is evil, isn't it? All these cows in a tiny spot. I will make a proper cow area for them. So they've actually got some area to live that's worth living. Apparently I was a bit hasty here and forgot about 2 logs, which I don't know how or why, but we'll mine up that. And I think we've now got them all. Have we got enough saplings in? That's not good, that. What? Why have I let all the saplings despawn? That's a rookie error, SB. Very much a rookie error. Like, I'm sure I'll get some saplings back from this. Already we're up to 3. But that's one way to lose all the wood, isn't it? Can't be forgetting about it completely. So I'll plant down what I got from there. That's the case, actually. I haven't got enough now, have I? Because we might actually. Okay, we've got more than I realised in there. It's always good to have a backup supply, I suppose, isn't it? Kind of necessary. Put all that down. The remaining 4 can go in there. That's the sticks. I'll put spruce in here. I mean, we are getting a lot of wood overall, which is definitely good news. And I think it's time I make the next level of the farm, which is going to be birch. And I'm pretty much going to do the exact same thing as I did before and mine out an entire area that is 7 blocks high in total. So we'll have, yeah, a 7 block high area in here. Good clutch there, SB. That could have gone wrong. I accidentally just walked off completely. But yeah, I'm thinking I can mine out this, and then underneath it could be a spruce farm there as well, because there's just loads of space. So I'll get busy breaking as many blocks as possible. There we go. I also decided that I would do an extra layer. I got kind of addicted to it. I thought, you know what, this is quite satisfying to do, mining out the chunks. So up here, we're going to have the layer for birch saplings. I'm hoping that they're in this chest, perhaps. No, okay, that's where the spruce ones are. The birch saplings, I think, are in one of these chests here. Yes, 6 saplings there. Perfect. That's enough for me. All the crops have grown again as well. I'll sort them out in a second. But first of all, let's drop on down and plant the saplings that we can. My next worry is there enough space for the spruce saplings? You might be able to tell, but I've built this ever so slightly higher. So I'm hoping that all of these are actually able to grow. Time will tell as to whether that's actually a possibility. I think height-wise, hopefully that'll be okay. It's more like as well, are they too close to each other? Like, will all of these grow? No idea. What I'm also going to do whilst I'm down here is grab myself a couple of chests. And I don't know why. Chests on my show is invisible for me on my server. They don't for anybody else, and I've never worked out why, but there you go. And I'm going to put saplings in here. In fact, I might leave the top bit for the logs, and then we can have sticks and saplings in the rest of it. Then from there, I'm going to climb back up the ladder, skip out this layer. I hope that birch tree can go as well, because I know with oak, they can kind of grow through things and they don't really get stopped by obstacles, but other trees do. So yeah, I have no idea how that's going to work out. I'm going to grab all of that and make myself a couple more chests, and they can go right here. In here, I'll put birch saplings, sticks from that, and birch wood. Just got to wait for everything to grow. Whilst I'm waiting for that, all the oak trees seem to have grown up, so I'm going to mine a bunch of them. I say they've all grown up. One lonely sapling decided it can't grow. Why couldn't this sapling grow? I have no idea. Maybe too many trees around it. So I'm going to focus on collecting up all of these logs, because it did take quite a few stacks of planks to actually make these layers. They look very, very cool and satisfying now, though, that they're all here. And this time, I'm not going to make the same mistake as before, where I let all the saplings drop and I didn't collect any of them up. This time, I'm going to be replenishing my sapling supply, because I want to be able to replant all this, and I don't want to be growing out of saplings. I can see 8 saplings in the distance. It's great, isn't it, that it actually tells you how many saplings are there. It's now gone up to 9, so let's grab all of those, and this one here. We've got 13. If we get 16, then we've got enough to plant in every single slot. So 16 is like the minimum target. But of course, if I get more, I'm not going to turn my nose up at that, because this one never grew. I don't know why you didn't grow, by the way, but because it never grew, I don't need a sapling to be planted there again. And with that sorted, I'm going to move on to the next level, because I need to harvest up all of this. Ready and grown. It really is satisfying to see when it's all grown and to pick it all up, isn't it? I'll get new seeds down, and this is definitely now at the point where I have more than enough food for everything. I'm not even sure that I need to be bothering with melons when I'm thinking about it. Like, yeah, sure, I'm harvesting them up. But for what reason? I don't know, because I don't think I'm going to eat them anymore. I've got something else in mind. Yeah, the vegan days are over. I definitely need to just give you guys a bit of a bigger and better pen, don't I? I'm also at the point now where I feel like I need a chest dedicated to dirt. I could use this one. This isn't really doing anything else, is it? And I would put it over there, but because I'm going to be changing this to have more crops along and moving stuff, I think for now I'll put it here. All the dirt can go in. When it comes to andesite, I'm not really interested in keeping any of that. We'll get the coal in one of these furnaces. And you know what? I'm not going to put this off any longer. Let's... I might regret this. Let's try and move an entire chest. Here we go. I could be wrong, but I think the chest that it was in accidentally fell into the void. So I'm heading back down here to get more. Oh, it did grow. Oh, well, that's good news. That works. I'm also just going to put this plank in here. Let's go and harvest that up. We don't need to worry about getting any more saplings because I've got more than enough, but I will still try and get one more from here just to replenish the one spot. But like I said, we had 25 saplings in total and only needed to plant 16 trees down, so that's pretty easy indeed to do. Nothing to worry about there. And it looks like this tree hasn't dropped me a single sapling anyway. What a letdown that is. Good job I do have all of these in here. We'll get that planted back down. I'm kind of glad about the extra spruce wood, because I can then take a bunch of sticks, and I also need to make sure I get a few logs for that extra chest that I lost too. And then that can go here. The cobblestone can all be moved, and I can give these guys a proper home. At the moment, yeah, it's all a little bit too small for them, so let's try and extend it out quite a bit. In fact, the dirt could come in handy because I can expand. Yeah, if I expand this to go all the way around, then the cows can kind of go somewhere like this. I also don't want the fence to overlap onto... In fact, let's just get rid of that. Yeah, I don't want the fence to overlap... Excuse me, guys. Can we all move out? Who's attached to this still? Sorry, I'm very sorry about that. That's on me. Yeah, I don't want this fence to be on top of the stone, so I'm going to replace both of them. Can we get rid of that? Yep. I don't think I've got a gate, have I? That's definitely a bit of a flaw then to the plan. we need an actual way in and out here, don't we? For now, I'll just go like that. And the cows are looking pretty happy. We can top up even more. So we've got 6 right now. Breeding all these should get us up to 9. And instead of using a gate, I'd actually just like to first expand this. My axe is broke. What an awkward time for my axe to break. Let's get a new one made. As I was saying, I'm not going to use a gate. I think I'm going to use carpets to get up and down. So first things first, I'll try and do this without any of them getting out. Somehow we've done that, and that's good news. And then, yeah, there should be wool in one of these chests. I just can't remember. Here we go. I didn't chuck them in the void. I have a tendency to do that kind of thing, don't I? But we didn't do that this time. So we'll go ahead, craft some carpets, and I think I'll just go and have a carpet here, a carpet there. So I can jump in and out, but the mobs cannot. Then from there, I'll get rid of this. And I do think a pumpkin patch could be quite nice. So let's go and expand this outwards, filling in the gaps with the smooth stone. I'm also moving back to melons. So go to bread. Let's go to bread. Because I just feel like I'm always hungry now. So we'll go and do that. I do think this should also be made into stone whilst I'm at it and replacing stuff. I do actually want these to be replaced as well and moved, but we'll worry about that in a second. For now, we're just going to mine away that and place them both down. And I'm going to change this and this to no longer be melons. Instead, I'm going to go with pumpkins, but to do that, we'll need some dirt. Yeah, we're going to need dirt like that. And then this needs to be water, doesn't it? I don't know if I still have a hoe. I think it may have broken. So I'm going to head over here to grab 2 of these and then make myself a new hoe. And pumpkin seeds, we've got 4 pumpkins, which should, yeah, that makes more than enough seeds for this as well. So we simply till the ground, place down, it should be 7 in total, yep. As they grow, they'll all go to there. If I have any bone meal, then I will place that down just to accelerate this growth that little bit, but I'm not sure if I do. I did get some bones, yeah, but I used those, didn't I? And I don't think I replenished. I suppose the melons could come in handy though, and I've got so many spare seeds. I don't even need the melon seeds, do I? Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to get to work composting all of this stuff, alright? It might as well go to a better home, and in my opinion, the better home is a compost bin. If I had more iron, I'd actually use a hopper for this. That would really save me some time, but I don't even have enough iron to make full armor. Never mind to make a hopper. No, why? How? That's so sad when that happens. And another one. Why? I'm stood inside it. How am I not picking it up? Where else could I be? I just shouldn't have put this right by the edge of the world, should I? I should have been a bit smarter in positioning it, shouldn't I? Anyway, we've got 10 bone meal. We would have had more if I didn't let it all fall into the void. I do think I could also just expand this out. Yeah, like that, so it's all one flat ground. I have to say, it's really coming together up here, isn't it? I'll bone meal what I can of this. Sorry, 3 little seedlings you're going to have to grow on your own. No extra help. I mean, I could get more, but go on, let's give it a try, eh? I'll get more bone meal by grabbing the last of my melons. All my food has gone down the drain so I can grow more pumpkins. What will I do with said pumpkins? Well, that remains to be seen. But we got a bit more bone meal. So is it 2? Yeah, basically 2 per one. So if I can get 2 more bone meal, we'll be cooking. And that is 1. And if I get rid of a few seeds, I don't actually need any of these seeds, really. So that is 2. They're all grown. Pumpkins will be on the way very soon. My new bed area could be right here when the sun actually goes down. I'm hoping enough time has passed where these can be bred again. Yep, let's do that. And it's not going to be too long before we are eating steak, ladies and gentlemen. Bread is going to be a thing of the past very, very soon. Thank goodness for that. Whilst I wait for that cooldown to end, I'm going to put the wheat back in here and just organize my inventory that little bit more. And then I want to go exploring. I want to go exploring to lower levels. These trees, by the way, growing... Oh, a birch one. I tell you what, before I go exploring, let's just go and mine up both of these birch logs, because I do need more saplings from these to get more down. So I think it is probably worth it in the birch department. So here's a bit of a waiting game and a bit of a mining game, I suppose, trying to get birch saplings from these leaves. And I got 1. Thank goodness for that. I thought I'm going to mine the entire tree here and not get a single sapling. It looks like we've already got another one from this one naturally. In fact, we got 2 from it. Fantastic. So from those 2 trees, we have made a sapling profit, which that's all we want when you're on 1 chunk. You just want to make a profit of saplings. And hopefully very soon, these 8 saplings that I now have got planted down will become 16. I'm sure they will in time. So you'll notice, yeah, the spruces grow nicely. I'm not going to worry about that at the moment because I'd expected that to be the case. And I thought for this one, it could be a level of nether. I'm thinking crimson fungi. I'm also just going to mine up those melons. Might as well. Although if that grows to there, this... Wait, oh no, I took the pumpkin seeds away. I was going to say that one can't grow, but there's nothing there to grow anyway. There's no point having this here now, is there? I would say I was going to trample it, but I can't bother to try and properly stomp on it. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm thinking that level could be crimson fungi, because all the way down... Now, this is where you can't fall anymore. In fact, let's make it so that we can actually fall down here as well by mining up all of this. But yeah, all the way down here, you may remember when we got to the nether section... Oh, there goes my pickaxe, by the way. But when we got to the nether section, there was a crimson fungi area as well. So I'm thinking that I could potentially use that to my advantage. So yeah, it is a crimson stem here, which is not what I want. But it's down there that I'm bothered about. Is that mushrooms? Are they mushrooms or crimson fungi? I can't tell. It looks like a slither of a mushroom, though. Let's keep heading down. I mean, other than the bone blocks and the lava, I suppose, nothing too exciting here. We can't use this to grow them either, can we? So let's head down and see what we can find. We have also got nether quartz, which is very, very nice. Oh, okay, well, that could have been bad. I'm glad. I'm glad I just landed on here. And what have we got? We have got mushrooms, warped nylium, which means we can bone meal it for warped fungi. Okay, well, not warped. You know what I mean? Crimson. We're on a warped forest right now. Yeah, look at that. That can be planted and stuff. The only issue is I'll need to get some of the crimson nylium up to the farm to be able to use it. Without silk touch, I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do that. It is also bothering me that I don't have any ladders, so I don't really have a way to get back up. But I suppose if I spend a bit of time mining up crimson stem, we can make some sticks, and then we can make some ladders, and then we'll have a way to get up and down from there. It is going to be interesting to see if I can really make a farm for this, because I don't, well, obviously these little, I want to call them warped all the time, crimson fungus. Is that what they are? Yeah, crimson fungus. They can't grow naturally. They can only grow with bone meal. Oh, we've got a warped one as well, so we could do a mixture. Oh, that's great news. Okay, that suddenly makes the chunk so useful. Look at the amount of mushrooms here as well. They must have all been spreading. There's mushrooms galore, so we'll grab that as well. Do we make a little mushroom farm? I think I'm going to leave them here for now. Oh, and there's more down there. We've got shroom lights. This nether level is great. Okay, I can see more stuff down there. Below me, there's an end area by the looks of things, and it looks like there's also a water area. Okay, I could try and land in that water, but I don't think there's any ores here, which is makes things still difficult. I still can't get iron armor. Probably going to end up getting diamonds before I get anything else, aren't I? Is this a cave? Does it go anywhere of interest? I wonder if there must be ancient debris in here. You'd have thought so. Oh yeah, look at that, the end. Pretty cool. We can get chorus fruit. Exciting times. So yeah, let's grab a bunch of crimson fungus, and the way to get more of these is, as I've said, bone meal the nylium. I'm also thinking if I pick up all this is actually compostable stuff. Now, my biggest question is, can these blocks here, can they be bone mealed? I feel like they can. And if they can, I'm going to have a real source of bone meal. But like I say, it all depends if they can actually be composted. If they can, then that's going to be perfect. But if they can't, then yeah, I mean, well, it's just kind of a waste of space. So my thinking is to go and make a hoe. Well, grab the one that I've got at the top of the chunk, and then mine them up and try composting them. But before I do that, we can actually at least test it with these ones. We've just got to try and get back up. This is where the ladders would ordinarily go, so I'm going to clear a space for that. And yeah, we're going to create something by making loads of sticks and loads of ladders, and then I can nicely create a way to get back up to the top. I also think I made so many ladders that potentially it'll do me for a few of the layers, although having said that, now that I'm placing them down, they're going down really fast. We've only got, okay, we've got, what, 31 left? Yeah, they did start to go pretty quickly. Without a hoe, it's extremely annoying to mine these, but we've got the final one down. Now, to make the long climb upwards. And my goodness, it is a long climb, isn't it? But we've finally made it. Did I really come all this way for a hoe? Is that... I can't even open it with a bed. I did. All this way for a hoe. This better be compostable now, otherwise I'm not going back down. Oh, it is. Okay, that actually makes it way more useful because I'm basically coming all this way now for bone meal, which, yeah, makes me feel a lot better. I think whilst I'm here, I might as well also chop these trees, get them mined up, get the new saplings down, because wood is just always going to be useful, and I want to, you know, get that as full as possible, especially when I get to the point where I'm going to build a house. I might actually extend the chunk upwards a little bit as well. That's another idea. So there's lots of reasons where having plenty of wood is going to be critical. Let's pick up that sapling as well before it's too late. Oh, another sapling. Oh, the saplings are dropping like flies. Yeah, just having plenty of wood. I've already got all the cobblestone in the world that I'd need to build some sort of nice little starter house at the top as well. So I'm pretty happy in that department. My biggest worry is where I'm going to build that house, but I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. No point worrying about it now. Let's just get rid of every single tree. They're actually growing as I'm mining as well, which is always cool to see them growing right before your eyes. I'm not too bothered about sticks, but any time... Oh, there's 2 saplings there. Let's grab those. Yeah, the name tags on them does make it so much easier to see them, doesn't it? Oh, there's 2 here as well. Beautiful. So we'll place down saplings all around, and there's just a few little bits of logs I need to not forget about this time. In the past, we did forget about them, and we just had random floating leaves. See, this one's grown again. this one wasn't grown at the start. It's just grown while I've been up here. My axe has gone again. I'll be so glad when I'm on tools that are not stone. Yeah, it really is a bit of a nightmare, isn't it? So go ahead and mine up all of that and replant the saplings. I think I've got them all now, haven't I? Yeah, I think we're good. I think, oh, just that one there that needs planting. These can go into here. I'm hoping maybe some of the wheat has grown at the top as well. I didn't really check before. Oh, it has. And we're getting pumpkins now. That's even better news. So let's go ahead, pick up all of these pumpkins and the melons. Harvest the wheat that I can. Oh, I'll tell you what else I'll be able to do with this wheat. The cows. Yes, I'll be able to breed more cows. So have I got enough wheat in my inventory? Nope, but I think I've got a load here as well. So we'll go ahead and just see how many cows we're going to end up with. I must be getting close to being able to eat you guys now. That is literally the reason I'm giving you wheat, so I can eat you guys. I mean, that is the definition of farming, I guess, so I can't complain too much, but they don't know what's going on behind the scenes, do they? They think they're just, I'm being generous to them and giving them everything they could dream of, but little do they know my master secret plan. Oh, there's some saplings there. I can't let 5 saplings go to waste, can I? Let's just get those in the old chest. It is so easy to get distracted every time I go past, because I'm always like, oh, another thing's grown. Let's harvest that. That's my life now. Going up and down ladders, harvesting trees. It's not a bad life, you know. It's an honest living. Whilst I wait for the saplings to drop. No way. How? At least that one didn't fall off. But whilst I wait for them to drop, I might as well mine a tree or two of spruce just while I'm in the area. Better to do that than to just stand around for no reason, isn't it? So they've dropped. Once those saplings drop, I'll replant those. Let's just go and grab us a few saplings. And by a few, I mean 2, which is better than the one that was there before. Let's just mine up these leaves as well now. Oh, there is oak saplings up there as well, but I'm not too interested in that. And we're nearly there. We've nearly got a full birch tree farm. It's well on the way, isn't it? Let's go ahead and put down another spruce sapling. I don't know if I'm going to have enough to plant them all, but we can go like that. Nothing's stopping me from doing that. And let's focus now on grabbing as much of the nether wart blocks as possible. Very, very useful. It's a shame that you can't reverse craft nether wart, isn't it? Like, you can turn nether wart into a nether wart block, but you can't turn it back into nether wart, which I think makes sense, but it's at the same time, it's a little bit of a shame. Like, it would just be too OP of a source of nether wart if you could reverse craft it, and they would have had to make an entire new block, I think, for the crimson stems if you were able to get nether wart from that. Suddenly growing nether wart was pointless, so I get why, yeah, you can't reverse craft it. As handy as it would be for challenges like this, because I haven't actually seen any nether wart in the chunk, which is a bit of a shame. I mean, there's plenty of mushrooms and warped fungus and stuff, but nether wart, apparently not. I also don't know what I'll do with nether quartz. Maybe some observers would be useful, but I'm not going to worry about that too much at the moment. Instead, I'll continue mining away. I think at this point I've probably got enough. I could tackle that massive top. Look at the size of it. It's absolutely huge. Yeah, I could tackle that, but it's taken quite a bit of time just to mine up all of these ones. Quite a few hoes were used and stuff, so what I'm going to do for now is not climb up all the way to the top, because let's be honest, to do all that for a composter is probably not worth it. Instead, I'll do this crazy thing where I use the wood that I've got to actually make a composter down here. Yeah, that really expensive block, the composter. And then I'm going to just go ahead and turn all of this into bone meal. This could actually be a great source of bone meal when I'm thinking about it. And that lava is also going to be very useful. I'll show you how very, very shortly. But before I do, I want to explore more layers, okay? So let's go ahead, yeah, turn all of these into bone meal completely. We're making good progress, but I've got so many nether wart blocks. How much bone meal have I got so far? 24. Yeah, this is actually very, very useful indeed. What a great way to get bone meal. And I haven't even found moss blocks yet, but moss is going to be the true best way to get bone meal. I will be doing some sort of moss generator or something like that just for more bone meal when the time comes. So let's continue just putting these last warped, what are they called? Crimson roots in, sorry, because might as well get rid of them. A few weeping vines. There we go. And then I'd like to test something. If I go like that and I bone meal, okay, nothing happens. If it's like that, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to get this all the way up there because I haven't got silk touch and I don't know how I would get silk touch at this stage without any diamonds and stuff like that. So if we're going to make a crimson stem farm, I'm going to have it so that there is a massive netherrack staircase all the way up. which means I'm going to need a lot of netherrack, isn't it? I think that's got to be the next thing that I do. Dig myself a nice little hole and get to work. It does also mean I'm going to need a ridiculous amount of bone meal. Like, however much netherrack I use is how much bone meal I'm going to need, which is kind of crazy to think about. But, oh, gold. I don't think I need it at the moment, but good to know. Anyway, first priority, mine as much netherrack as I need. And I'm going to make a spare pickaxe for this because I can see myself breaking this first one, which always happens when I'm doing mining. So, yeah, let's get to work collecting up plenty of netherrack. Unfortunately, a couple more pickaxes broke. I was going to make more, but I'm out of cobblestone, which is a bit stupid because I have a chest full to the brim of cobblestone. And it means I've just got to go all the way up here to get it. I will also be making a much faster way to get up and down, by the way, guys. This is... now that it's so tall, and I am going up and down a lot, yeah, we will be making a much faster way. I'm just banking on one of the water sections that I saw down there having kelp in it. If it doesn't, we're in a little bit of trouble, but if it does, we should be absolutely fine in building my plan. A stack of cobble should do me nicely. I don't really know what to do with half of this stuff. I think maybe I should make a chest. I'm going to put a chest in chest. I'm going to make a chest dedicated to nether stuff. Obviously, the netherrack is going to stay with me, but any other nether things can go in there. I'll keep that composter because we're going to need more than 36 bone meal. In fact, whilst I'm up here, let's do a bit more wheat harvesting. I think that's going to be very, very handy indeed, isn't it? And melon. Just that little bit extra bone meal that it's going to bring me. And I can also breed a load more cows. I was before systematically doing it where all the cows were getting bred and I was giving each one wheat, but now it's just a case of hopefully every single one gets some. Too many in there to control it. I must be pretty close to being where I need to be with all that. Let's chuck this in here for now. And once I do successfully eat all of the bread, that is when the cows are going on the menu. That's my thinking behind it. Let's just get these extra... Oh, another tree's grown as well. We've got, 4 birch trees to go at. Perfect. It is satisfying to go from one sapling of something to being able to completely fill the area, isn't it? If nothing else, to be able to get enough to plant down 16 of them, it's a satisfying little project. A thankless task, but satisfying to do nonetheless. Perfect. Mission accomplished. We've got 16 oak, 16 birch, and 16 spruce. And as always, I'm going to pick up a few extra ones in case of emergency. And there's going to be quite a few extra ones as well. Fantastic. I just realized I didn't even make a pickaxe. I went all that way up and forgot about it. I'm glad I did remember to get the cobblestone though. Otherwise that would have been very, very disastrous. So we'll make some more sticks and I'll make 2 more pickaxes. And then I shall get busy mining up plenty more netherrack. I think once I've done this layer, I'll have more than enough that I need for the staircase. But I've realized I need way more than I need bone meal because I'm not doing it like this and diagonally. Instead, because it's a staircase, it's like twice as many blocks to get up there. So I just want to make sure that I definitely have plenty. There goes the pickaxe. But after mining this layer, I'm also gonna mine one more layer too. And I might as well pick up the gold ore as well. I'm sure it'll come in handy somewhere. Perhaps I could make some golden apples. Or if I definitely can't find any iron or a decent amount of diamonds, then I'll make some gold armor. It seems fairly rare that mobs spawn here anyway. I haven't come into some for quite some time and run into any. So that's also pretty good news. And I still don't get why the chunk has gold ore. Deep slate gold ore. But then it also has nether gold ore as well. I have no idea. But I'm not going to ask any more questions. I'm just going to mine it all up. And with that sorted, it is now time to do Operation Netherrack Staircase. I really hope I've got enough. I know what I won't have enough of, though. Bone meal. In fact, we could just get it started so you can kind of get a feel for how this is going to go. There's not any, like, sneaky nylium above, is there? I don't think there is. But yeah, the basic plan is to go like this. I mean, it works. It's just a very, very expensive task indeed, isn't it? Is it actually necessary? I'm actually coming to this point and I'm thinking, hang on a minute. Is this 100% necessary? I think it is, isn't it? But just in case, I'm doing a test in a creative world. Straight away, you can't even place them on netherrack. And if you bone meal that, it grows. If you can't even bone meal it. So yeah, you do need the correct nylium in the right place. And that tells me something else. Even though I did get a warped fungi earlier, I got it from down here somewhere. Because there is no warped nylium available anywhere, I can't grow them. I can only grow the crimson ones by doing this. It is cool as a staircase to see... Oh, come on, SB. Learn how to staircase. It is cool to see all the areas I've already been to and kind of go past them. And they're probably all thinking, SB, what are you doing? All of this for a farm. Well, guys, let me tell you this. I've done a lot worse for a farm in the past. much crazier things just to build a farm. So let's not complain. Let's just hope that I have enough netherrack. But okay, you know what? I've just looked at my inventory. We've got enough netherrack. It's bone meal that's going to be the absolute killer. I might have to try and find another way to get bone meal because the current methods are quite slow. That's the biggest issue. I could maybe use leaves, but again, I'd have to use my shears to do that, which is okay, but they take, you know, there's only a certain amount of iron around here, so once that shears run out, I'm not going to be able to make more, and I'm not then going to be able to get any more leaves, so I don't think that's a very sustainable method either. So instead, I'll have to maybe see if there's some moss in here somewhere, because that is definitely going to be the best way for me to get bone meal. I'm also going with this little method up here. Okay, sheep, you are in the way. Can you please move? Or did you just walk into that hole and get forever trapped? Okay, let's push you out. That's it. Get out. Poor guy. But he was in the way. And when you're in the way, that's what happens. I'll fill in these gaps with netherrack as well. All of this, yeah, so much bone meal needs to take place. I've not got any bone meal left, but it's cool that we've got a... Wow. I'm just looking now. That is a long, long way. Let's go and see how we're doing for bone meal. I mean, like I say, I could harvest all of them leaves and do that, but again, that's tricky. Maybe I test it. Maybe... Well, the thing is, let's say I use these shears to do that. That's fine. We're getting a load of leaves. How's the durability holding up? Very, very quickly. Already the shears are nearly gone, aren't they? I mean, I don't know how much bone meal we're going to get from this, but as far as sustainability goes, it's not really the way, is it? Yeah, I've nearly just used up all my shears from that. And I got 2 stacks, which means we will get... And actually, I'm going to get the bone meal from here before I calculate. Come on, that's it, go up. I'm going to grab that, and then we're going to do it over here so none of the bone meal goes in the void. I already had 8 in my inventory. Completely missed them when I looked before, so let's just put those there for now. We've got 2 up to now, but there was already some compost in, so even that's not 100% accurate. Yeah, basically, whichever way you look at it, I mean, we're up to 7 now. It's not sustainable, is it? Using leaves is not going to be the method to make that work. It's also the same with wheat. I view wheat more as my way of getting more food than as a bone meal source. I don't think it is a way to get bone meal. Same with the melons and pumpkins. They're not great. I think I do need to try and track down some moss. Without a doubt, it's the best method. Let's carefully fall down here without overdoing it, by the way. I just have to make some sort of stone generator for moss, so that is definitely the perfect option. Because this is actually grown all the way up as well, and I left the bone meal up there, by the way, not the end of the world, I can get rid of a lot of this staircase already. I'm not going to do that just yet, but good to know. And let's now focus on going to the next level. I don't think there's anything else here that I need to worry about. Is it the end next? Oh wait, okay, it is. Let's go ahead and do some digging then. And while I'm going, because I brought all these ladders, yeah, we can easily make the way up and down as well. Good bit of clutch in there. That's a long way down, isn't it? And this is the end. Okay, I don't know what's... Why are these grown so weirdly? What? Hello? That's bizarre, but we've got chorus fruit. I mean, that's exciting. And there's an end pillar. Is there anything in the cage at the top? I can hear fire. I wonder if it's just a bit of burning. Imagine if it is an end crystal. I don't know what I'd do with that information. It's just bedrock and a burning... Yeah, it's basically burning bedrock. Good to know. Not too much use from it. Other than maybe chorus fruit, I don't know what else here is handy. I mean, the chorus fruit is actually kind of useful. It's a food source, and I can eat it. Although I do want to make sure... In fact, let's do that now before I forget. That I grab these flowers. Because if you don't keep the chorus flowers, then you can never grow the chorus plants again. Which would be pretty sad if I made them extinct on this one singular chunk, wouldn't it? It'd have to be pretty stupid to do that, but it's the kind of thing that I would also end up doing. So all the chorus flowers have now been picked up, and I'll make it the case for the chorus fruit too. Let's mine every single one. Well, there goes my axe. Good job I always bring the resources to make another. Hopefully this is the last time I make a stone one. I don't think it will be, but I'm hoping that yeah, I can see deep slate stuff. There's got to be more iron down there. You'd think so, wouldn't you? I'm also just going to get a little bit more endstone because I want to make somewhere to actually put the ladder. I don't think I have enough... Well, I don't have enough ladders. Yeah, but I can make more. We've got loads of stuff to make more, so that's good news as well. And I'm definitely banking, and I can't quite see it. I can. There's kelp. I don't know if I can zoom in on it. Can you see a sliver of the pixels? I don't know, but in third person, you can see that there is kelp down there. In fact, there's more to the side as well. That is absolutely huge, because my massive kelp mission can actually become a reality. I'm also hopeful that I now have enough endstone to expand this up quite a bit and then kind of connect it up. Fantastic. Let's add a few ladders like that. And I can probably just do a bit of a ladder. This works, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't think it was going to work, but it's worked very well. I was going to do a ladder clutch, but there's a few ladders missing, so we better craft the rest of them. And I'm pretty happy to go down to the next level if I'm not on the ladder and can actually dig the endstone properly. There we go. So let me just get into third person. Yeah, it is water, so we can fall into it completely safely. And I might as well be placing more ladders as I go whilst I've got this option. We're in. Oh, my pickaxe broke at the worst time. What on earth is going on with these kelps? All the other kelp is pretty normal. What? I've never seen anything like it. The weirdest little bit of floating kelp in the world. Anyway, okay, don't drown now, SB. That would be sad. Just admiring the kelp. Right. So this does open the door, as I've said. We've got water here, and we've got kelp. So if I go ahead and pick up as much of this kelp as I can, and there is a fair bit of it, I could maybe make this into a bone meal farm. I need to check the rest of the chunk, though, because if there's moss below, then we'll focus on that. There's a lot of the chunk still to go. Is there any moss that I can see? Maybe. Is that... Can I just... I found diamonds. Okay. Let me just come this way a little bit so I don't drown. I think I see a moss block as well there at the bottom. That is very, very good to know. First things first then. Where's the kelp going? Is it... Okay, it's down there. I was about to say, where is the kelp gone? Probably leave some of it down here just in case as well. You know, if I somehow lose all the kelp I've got, I've not actually lost it all for life. And hopefully the massive kelp elevator plan can be a reality. I'm just not 100% sure if I've got enough, but I can grow more, so that's not an issue. So we've got all the kelp we need. I'm not going to go any lower for the moss. Instead, I am going to actually work on the elevator. So if the ladder's in this corner, I think I'm going to make the elevator on this side. And call me crazy, guys, because it's a little bit of a crazy thing to say. But I think I should just be going and getting the diamond, shouldn't I? Instead I'm getting distracted making bubble elevators and stuff. But my thinking is that I want to make the sides of it glass. I just think it'll look good. I know we've not got the most amount of resources here, but I think we have enough for glass. And I'm thinking the elevator can be here. So it'll go from the bottom all the way to the top, and there'll be like little entrance points on the way so that you can kind of get on or off. Getting down should be easy enough because you can go down the ladder section, and that's fairly safe. So yeah, that's my plan. The water bit is here. The glass is on all 4 of these corners, and then signs will hold the water in so you can jump in at any level to go up. And as you might guess, that makes the biggest issue sand. Yeah, because if we need a load of glass, naturally, we're going to need a load of sand. I don't know if endstone really fits this situation, but we're gonna go with that anyway and get all the ladders down. It's the waterlogged ones, which I'm struggling to see what the point of these are. Maybe I need to build something around them as well. We'll worry about that later. First things first, let's continue and head up to the desert level. That's where I want to be to get loads and loads of sand. Also, if you're wondering where all my health went, yeah, I did a bit too much time in the water and nearly drowned. Not my smartest move, but it does mean that I'll use up my food quicker, which means my vegan diet will be over soon. I tell you what, guys, nearly drowning. Now I can eat steak. That's every cloud has a silver lining. Quite literally in this case. This is the spot, and this is the bit where I have to seriously ask myself, is there going to be enough sand here for what I need? I think the answer is yes, and I also have a plan on how to harvest it a little bit quicker by using a clever item. If I had Insta-break shovels, you know, like an efficiency diamond shovel, I'd just mine it all up really quickly. But because I've only got stone tools, I think this other method could be a smart way to go about it. I like seem to be doing all these steps so that I can just have a crimson forest higher up in the chunk. That's pretty much what I'm doing here, isn't it? Not to worry though. First things first, I need to grab some coal, which can easily be done from up here. Look at all these guys. Only 1 bread left, guys, but I suppose you've been waiting patiently, so let's give them more wheat. How did you escape? Right, anybody else wants to leave? That's what'll happen. How did you survive that, by the way, mate? That was literally a critical... This guy's a survivor. Just kidding. That was a critical hit. Are you escaped as well? You look like it. Not anymore. Well, see you later. Mob drops just go straight in your inventory, which is where they went. So we've got 2 leather and 2 beef. Well, that's not bad. We might as well change the functionality of... If I can get my... Oh, my pickaxe broke, didn't I? I forgot. Let's first make a brand new stone pickaxe. And we're going to change the functionality of this furnace to instead be a smoker. And then we will be getting food... cooked twice as fast. Fantastic. All right, guys. For the rest of you, you're being fed. And nobody goes outside the fence. Otherwise, you'll be in a bit of trouble. I can also eat the last piece of bread. Yeah, this means we're definitely... we're going to have to take out a few of these cows now. I don't know why... they're actually taking 2 hits, but I guess I can't complain. So let's get those in there. And then I need to remember the thing I actually came up here for. A bunch of coal. I think I'm going to go with 16 actually. And then if I can get a bunch of sticks out of this, yeah, 16, we can then make ourselves a grand total of 64 torches. Might as well put some torches down here as well, just to really brighten up the area, even though it's under broad daylight. Nighttime, you've got to be thinking ahead of these things, haven't you? All the food's done. Fantastic. 8 steak to go at. I did already put some torches down on this layer, didn't I? How do we do it? Yeah, around each one. But as for these layers, I feel like it's needed. I think saplings need certain light levels to grow, but I could be wrong. I know crops definitely do, but I can't quite remember if it's the case with saplings or not. Don't know why these middle ones refuse to grow. It's like all the big ones around are, and maybe you can't grow because of that. That could be the case. I suppose, again, time will tell me the true answer. I'll also put some torches around this, and then you're going to see the real usage of the torches. Once we get to the sand level, I'm going to dig down quite a bit. And by a bit, I mean to this level, and then I'll go and do something like that. Yeah, that is the way we're going to get way more sand than we would normally do, quite a bit faster. And if I actually do it kind of like this, then the next torch, like the torch always breaks when I break the sand. So I don't end up with, well, if you do it like that, you do. But, you know, I don't end up with like a row of torches like this. Instead, you end up with, well, not if you do that, but instead you end up with that, and then you just break it and move on to the next one. Even though it takes about a fraction of a second to break a torch, and I don't know why I would need to think about that. It's still good to do it this way, I suppose. Very quickly got a stack and a half of sand. Yeah, there's going to be loads of sand here for this project. And I just did what I said I wasn't going to do, didn't I? Just had loads of torches left. And then again, I did get a lot of torches, so could have done that. I'm basically wanting to just make it so that any sand is mined up in a certain area, and then there's obviously going to be sandstone left behind. This terrain is just going to be sandstone only by the time I'm finished. At least that's the plan. I actually, in reality, probably won't need anywhere near that. But I don't know, actually. Because it's about 200 blocks from the top to the bottom. Maybe even a few more. So that means 800 sand, which probably means about 10 stacks. It's quite a lot, isn't it, when you think about it? No, my torch. Oh, well. There's always going to be torch casualties here and there, isn't there? But let's get to work and get all this sand. I don't know if... The thing is, I say I need that much glass. I don't know if in reality I actually need that much. Because sometimes the terrain is going to keep the water in, so I don't need any blocks there. So probably need a bit less than what I've actually said. I probably got a little bit carried away, but I've got every single piece of... I mean, I did say... Oh, I haven't got all the sand. I did say, though, that I'm setting out to get every single piece of sand. And I've almost accomplished that. As you can see, this chest is pretty full. There's more than enough there for the glass that I'm going to need. I do want to just craft another shovel to get these extra few pieces. I didn't really need the shovel before when I was using the torches because they were doing all the hard work. But now that I'm actually going to probably, yeah, manually mine all this up, I might as well use my shovel. And my thinking behind this was, there's no point the sand being here. I might as well put it to good use and have it in harvested form. I'm not actually going to take every single piece up with me and turn it into glass because I might need it for other things. But I reckon if I take 8 stacks, that's a good start. And we'll see how that goes for the amount of glass. I might need more, I might not, I might need less. But I just think that's a good starting point for seeing how it goes. Like I say, I've kind of roughly done the calculations. We need like a 200 tall tunnel. So it is like 800. I probably will need all that sand and maybe more to do it, who knows. I also am not going to sit and wait for one furnace to smelt 8 stacks. We will be here till next Christmas. By the way, I love making that joke 8 days before Christmas. Okay, we're going to get a load more furnaces. I feel like if I get 7 and have 8 in total, then I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know where they can go that's not going to look a bit out of place. Are we just going to have them temporary? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll go with that. I love how in the same sentence as me saying I don't want to look out of place, I then built the most out of place looking furnaces ever. Oh, well, not to worry. We can get every single stack in there. I also just want to tidy this inventory up completely. I mean, first of all, quartz probably belongs in the nether chest, which is, yeah, in here. I think it makes more sense to go there. I think I'm going to put endstone in the nether chest as well. And the chorus stuff. Yeah, why not? Kind of keep it, at least, I don't know, foreign dimension chest we now call that. Can get rid of the dirt. The kelp is kind of like a farmable thing. It's going to come in handy. It's the fact that I have to have so many tools that's probably the most annoying thing. Don't need the hoe for now. And I think all in all, everything's looking tidier. I spent that long collecting sand that every single one of the crops grew as well. I'm guessing all the trees have also grown. I wasn't really paying attention when I went past, but at the same time, I don't know if I really need any of them. And on a side note that was quite positive, because it was such an easy thing to, like, break one piece of sand and place a torch, didn't use up much hunger at all. I basically ate one steak in that entire thing. But we can never have too much, so, guys. And I've just turned on particles so I can see the hearts. It really annoys me when you breed animals and you can't see the hearts. It's a very random thing to be bothered by, but there you go. And I know I've just bred 14 cows, so we should have 7 babies, which means I can take out 7 of these guys in replacement. Honestly, these poor baby calves don't know what's going on, do they? Okay, another one tried to escape. Don't run. It'll only make it worse. Okay, well, I missed. But yeah, don't run. It'll only make it worse. I think that's probably good enough amount. What we can do is we can chuck that in. If I'm going to get one more, and then I can chuck all of that into the smoker. Could compost the seeds, but instead, apparently, we're just building an army of them. And I completely forgot to put any coal in. My worry is actually, do I even have enough coal for this? I mean, I can get the project going, I suppose, but I'm not convinced I have the needed coal for all of this. What I'll do is I'll split up a little bit so that we can at least get it started, and then I'll go on a bit of a coal mining spree. So we'll go ahead, put that in every single furnace. We're going to end up with a lot of glass, aren't we? I've got an extra 4 coal for no reason. We'll give it to the smoker. And then I need to find more coal. I could... Yeah, I don't think this sapling can grow, by the way. This is such a weird level, isn't it? Why is there a pig randomly? How did you even get it? Has he walked up the entire staircase? Look at that. He's a clever guy, isn't he? But anyway, I'm getting too easily distracted. The goal is to find coal. I mean, I'm sure when I did all the strip mine... Yeah, I went past coal, but didn't really mine it up because I didn't think it was that important. But if we collect plenty of coal, then I can use that for smelting all... I thought that was going to fall off then. Yeah, I can use that for smelting all the sand into glass, because at the moment, what's in those furnaces is not enough. I probably got about half as much of the coal that I needed. If I can get another stack of coal from this, then we'll be cooking. We'll have more than enough. I probably need about half a stack, realistically, with the amount I had before, so I'm fairly confident that it should all be okay. And coal seems to be one of those things that's very easy to find in this single chunk. If you said I need that much iron, I'd say I can't... Oh, there's another coal here. I'd say I can't fulfill that. There's no chance I'll get all that iron. But when it comes to coal, I'm like, yeah, it shouldn't be too much of a challenge to track it all down and to also mine it up. There's also a bit over there. I think I dig up and get it. Whilst I'm here, I don't think the sand will have run out of coal at this point in time. I haven't got all the time in the world, but I think I'll be okay just to grab all this, and then once that's done, I will head back up and add it into the furnaces. And now let's split this up into about 4 stacks and top it all up. Yeah, I didn't run out of coal. I was way ahead of the game, which is always good news. And I guess I'll just put the rest in this furnace. I don't know why I'd put it in that furnace. It's the one furnace that definitely doesn't need it. Also got plenty more steak, which is nice. Has enough time passed for you guys to... We can go again. No, we can't. I was going to say we could go again. Apparently, just one of you ate my wheat. There must be another one that can eat the wheat. Nope. So you're just going to basically eat it and not breed. Well, that's great. What a waste that was. Not like I'm short on wheat, is it? Oh, I completely forgot to harvest the pumpkins. And the melons. It's just a handy thing to keep these topped up. Like I say, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with them. Although there's something I want to test out when it comes to pumpkins. I'm not sure what the outcome's going to be. But to do that, actually, no, we're going to have to head... Yeah, I think we need to head down here to do this test. This looks like the spot. If we break 8 of these, then we can craft a couple of snow blocks. I'll also put this down and make it a carved pumpkin. Can you see where this is about to go, ladies and gentlemen? You on top? We've got a friend. Never have I ever wanted a friend so much, and he hates me. He's literally just walked away straight away. All right, well, you know what? I've got a better idea then. If he's not interested in being my friend, then I'm going to beat him at his own game and throw a snot. I didn't think that would knock him off the... Right. Okay. Yeah, I just killed a man. Okay. I just wanted a little snowball fight. That's all it was meant to be. I guess I created him and then got rid of him. I would make an iron golem instead, but man, I haven't got enough iron for that, have I? That would be a very reckless thing to even attempt. Oh, hello, chicken. Yeah, enough iron for an iron golem would not be practical. I would be using the iron for so many other things before it was to go towards an iron golem. How's Operation Glass going? Oh, it's actually going very, very well indeed. And I'm going to actually... you think I wouldn't want to do this again, but I'm going to carve another pumpkin. And this time, I'm going to make it so that he can't just wander around. Because, in fact, you know what? Let's make it so you can see properly. Yeah, that's right. A headless man. Well, headless snowman. There you go. You live there now. next to the cows. I know it's noisy. Oh, speaking of the cows, does that now mean that we can actually breed them? Yes, look at this. Fantastic. I'm going to try and use up all my wheat if I can. I probably won't be able to use all the wheat, but yeah, let's really top up the old cow population. And I think as far as food goes, we're in a great place. I also, whilst we've got a bit of time, let's smelt that. Yeah, we've got a full stack of glass. So once that's done, I'll take all that out as well. This is looking a little bit messy, isn't it? The cobblestone. And with all this dirt, I might as well make everything just look that little bit nicer. I don't even know if we need water there anymore. I'm going to turn all of that to not be farmland. I mean, it can still be a bit of a terrain difference. But yeah, I think that looks fine. I'm happy enough with that. And we're so close to it being done. Just 8, which means in 80 seconds. I think it's one every 10 seconds. So yeah, see you in 80 seconds. There we go. They're all done. I shall grab them. And then it is time to head all the way down. Don't get this wrong, SB, by the way. Can you imagine if all the glass had died and all the glass went in the void? I need to head, yeah, all the way down. And it would actually be a good idea if I dug away all of this. Yeah, because then I could fall down easily. I could fall down easily and land in water. You know, yeah, I'm going to actually just spend a bit of time doing that. I think once this is gone, yeah, that'll be the last of it. So if I head up, this is going to be a very fun little thing to do. I'm going to head up all the way to the top. I'll be so glad when my new bubble elevator is done. But, oh, the sugarcane, I forgot about that. Let's get that harvested. But yeah, I'll definitely be very happy when the bubble elevator is done. Because it's... Did he just jump off? What a crazy sheep. But yeah, once the bubble elevator is done, up and down will be so much quicker. But at the moment, we are a peasant on a ladder. And it honestly takes... It feels like, anyway, it takes an entire Minecraft day to just climb all the way back up. What did you spend most of the 100 days doing, SB? Climbing ladders. In fact, according to the statistics, I have climbed 3 kilometers. That's 3,000 blocks. That is some feat. And I'm only just getting started. Well, technically, yeah, this is going to be one of my last times climbing up, really, isn't it? But that's quite a distance to climb on ladders. I don't even know how far I've climbed in my hardcore world, but I doubt it's 3,000 blocks. It really does change everything. This guy's probably sick of seeing me walk past, by the way, or climb past. It really does change everything, though, doesn't it? When you're restricted to one chunk and you're constantly going up and down and you haven't got a Elytra and firework rockets. If I had a Elytra, I'd just be flying up and down. Absolutely no problem. But sadly, we don't. I actually spend that long climbing up. I forget why I come all the way up to the top by the end of it. I think I just came up to jump back down, didn't I? I just wanted to see if it'd work. Well, I need to just get rid of these leaves because they're all in the way. I tell you what, I'll jump after the leaves. So right about here. This should be completely safe. Look at this. It's amazing. And it works. Fantastic. And there's my weird kelp. So getting down fast has been sorted. Now let's focus on getting up quickly. Now, the question is, do I want the glass to be outside the terrain completely or to use the corner? I think I'll have it so it's like, well, I don't even need that one there technically, but I'd have it so it's like this all the way around. So sometimes I'm just digging through. Yeah, this is going to work. So I don't need to worry about any blocks there. We'll just leave that to be endstone, and I can dig away at this. Is this a time to use the iron pick, do you think? This is the time to get some diamonds to save me, isn't it? Yeah, to really speed things up. Maybe I should do that before I continue mining. I go and collect the diamonds that I've seen. And then if I use the diamonds for the actual digging, it will make life so much easier. I have some sugarcane and I have some leather. Could I try and use the enchantment table and do things that way? That could be a smart option as well to get efficiency on it, because once I've got diamonds, I can make the enchantment table. The only worry is, can I get all the bookcases? I need a bigger sugarcane farm if I'm going to get all the bookcases, don't I? So maybe that's what I should work on. Also, yeah, I love this kind of... We're out of glass already. Can you imagine if I ran out of glass that quickly? Barely got anywhere near the top. Yeah, we've got a little gap. This is going to be very cool, by the way, guys. You heard it here first. Yes, I'm having to be quite patient as I break and place all of the glass, but I can't wait for this to be done. It's going to be so cool just to be able to fly up really fast. We're already up to the nether section. My idea was to use up all the glass and then go and get the diamonds. Whether that's actually practical enough, I don't know. I should probably, at the very least, I should start a sugarcane farm, shouldn't I? I know I've got a little one, but I mean a real one, a proper one. Also, this is the times where it's a little bit annoying where you've got to place all 4 down. That's where we are going to start running out really quickly. Especially when it's as tall as this. The terrain gaps don't happen for ages. I think I'm also going to break this because I feel like this is not going to stay part of the terrain forever. I'm probably going to end up mining away this giant warped stem, so it probably makes sense that I already placed the glass in now just to save time down the line and mean that I'm not getting water every... You know what? It just would be a disaster if I try and do it later. Whereas if I start as I mean to go on, I feel like that probably helps the situation quite a bit. It is satisfying to do, if nothing else. And it it just looks so cool, which is always a positive. And now we're back into some terrain. To be honest, the nether sections are pretty big. It's a shame there isn't other biomes here. Would have been great to have a little basalt delta and... Okay, hold on, I've forgotten to put some of this down. Yeah, a basalt delta, and even better, a warped forest would have been great too. Also, don't know what I'm doing here. Can we break part of this? We can break some of them, but... Oh, can I go around it, maybe? I reckon that's the best way, if we go around it. Am I just making it so I need more bone meal there, though? Maybe? I don't know. I think the answer is yes. I am giving myself more work, but you know what? If it's for aesthetics, then I'm willing to do it. And there goes my pickaxe. All right. Probably about now that I should focus on getting the diamonds. Very convenient little staircase here. Glass-wise, we've got a couple of stacks. It's about 2 to 2.5 stacks. So I think, I mean, looking at how far I've got left to go, okay, there's a long, long way to go to get to the top. But we have come quite a long way. So yeah, I think it'll be wise to make a sugarcane farm. And it'll also be wise to set off more of the sand smelting. Probably another 8 stacks. I'm kind of glad that I actually got it all now, because it's starting to come in handy. The desert's just up above, so we'll continue. I don't know if it's quicker taking the staircase or taking the ladders. I'm guessing the ladders are quicker. If I had actual stairs here, I think the stairs would be quicker then. So that is 8 of them. I'll leave those 2 stacks. Hello. The desert pig, they call him. Yeah, I don't really have... I'm going to go back on the ladders. I don't have more than 8 furnaces, so I don't feel like there's any point me bringing more than 8 stacks. Because, I don't know, it's just going to end up overflowing stuff. And I think 8 stacks of glass should... And I hope so. It should be enough. If it's not going to be enough, then I guess it's... Well, it's back to the drawing board, because then I won't have enough sand to complete the project, will I? Although I think there's sand all the way at the bottom down. You can't even see the bottom, can you? All the way at the water at the bottom, there was sand underneath that. So that's my emergency backup plan. If I run out of glass, I'll take the sand from down there. It's also good to return... Oh, I'm going to not have enough coal now, am I? Okay. One thing just leads to another, doesn't it? So I need more coal to sort out that issue. This is also smelted. Very nice indeed. And it has to be said, because I'm always in the same chunk... Everything's always loaded, which means the cooldown for the cows will be over. I can breed more of them. When it comes to the wheat and stuff, I think that's a bit of a distance thing. Either that or it's very, very slow. I think maybe it is just that it's just slow growing, because it's still loaded, and I think my player is close enough. I think he can be anywhere as long as you're in, like, within 128 blocks horizontally. You're okay. It doesn't matter how far vertically you are from crops. It's from what I remember anyway. I could be wrong. But I'm saying I would expect these to be growing a bit faster, but I also understand why they're not. You know, that much time has really passed, so it's not going to be anything too crazy. And when it comes to sugarcane... No, wait! No, I just saw a puff of smoke. The rain has come and killed my snow golem. R.I.P. I killed one and the rain killed him. I didn't think about that. I should have made him a house. I just saw a puff of smoke and thought, I wonder what that is. And it was the snow golem. We've had some sad days on the SP737 channel, and that has to be said. That is up there. What an unexpected sadness. Anyway, back to what I was talking about before the poor snow golem died. I'm thinking maybe, yeah, this could be a good place to properly farm sugarcane. If I do a little bit of digging just to make it work a bit better, because at the moment in its current shape, I feel like it's not quite right. I'm going to fill all that in, but I also want to expand this way, and then I'll plant it all down. We are going to need a lot more sugarcane if we want all the bookcases, but it's a good start. And yeah, somewhere around here is the rest of the sugarcane. I think it's under here, if I'm not mistaken. Was it down here? In this little bit here, right? Yeah, I think so. What I could also do is get to it by the staircase. This staircase is coming in handy, even though it's not going to be here forever. I reckon I'm going to keep this here, actually. You know what? I think it's a nice little side sugarcane farm. It's like the secret sugarcane farm, shall we say. So what I'm going to do is just... Oh, okay, we've just flooded that cave. There goes the cobble. See you later, cobblestone. Into the void of nothingness. Yeah. As I was saying, I'm going to place down a bit more dirt around. Oh, and there go... Oh, no. Oh, no. What have I done? One job, SP737. One job. I've just broken the iron pickaxe before I got the diamonds. Now, that could be very, very problematic, ladies and gentlemen. How am I going to get the diamonds to get the next pickaxe? I have to find more iron now. If there is no more iron in this chunk, then I'm slightly in trouble, to put it simply. All this for a bit of sugarcane. I don't know. What am I up to? Let's go ahead and mine away at this so that the sugarcane can at least grow. Why would I do such a stupid thing? You guys know how much strip mining I've done. Right. We're going to have to kind of divide and conquer here. First things first, I need more coal for the sand that is turning to glass. Also, can I sleep at this time? No, okay, it's not nighttime. Yeah, I need more coal for the sand that is being smelted. Can I mean, there might be some... Oh, it's a sponge. Okay, don't drown OSB. That would be from bad to worse, wouldn't it? Yeah, we've got moss, which is what I'm going to use to get more bone meal. We've got iron. Thank goodness for that. Let's put a bit of dirt down. Okay, more iron. I don't know how much iron we're going to get. Please be 3 pieces. 1. And just what is it trying to tease me with 1 piece of iron? Why didn't I just get the diamonds earlier? I don't often do mess ups this bad, but this one is not great. And the rain is annoying me. Okay, it's kind of risky jumping for the water, but I feel like it's the easiest way to explore the chunk. Okay, hold on. Do I see more? I see emerald. There's got to be more stuff down here. Oh, this is the bottom of the chunk. Okay, so it finishes with like a lush cave and a normal cave. Interesting. I reckon down at deep slate level, there's got to be hidden ores inside the deep slate. The only issue is it'll take quite a bit of mining, won't it? So before I commit to that, I'm going to see if I can spot any... Just be careful, SB, don't fall. Yeah, if I can spot any iron ore just on the side, like I did with the diamond. And probably where I found that iron ore, I might kind of strip mine around, see if I can spot anything. Okay, yes, we've got 1 more iron right there, which is huge. Let's just not drown again. Perfect. Eating steak, so life is pretty good in that department. Please be more than 1 iron. Please be more than 1 iron. That's all I ask. And don't just be 1. It is 1, isn't it? I can see it already that I'm getting trolled by this map, and it is just 1 piece of iron. Are you kidding me? Crazy, crazy times. I need to lie down, ladies and gentlemen. Well, at least I'm 2 out of 3 iron ingots there. That's a positive. There's quite a few, like there's diamonds in the side. I can definitely get 3 diamonds for a diamond pick. It's just such a waste because I'm going to make an iron pick and then have to straight away make a diamond pick as well, which is kind of annoying. But I suppose these things happen. I'm having a good look. Yeah, I don't see any more exposed, which means... Oh, hold on a second. I was about to say, which means we're going to have to do some strip mining. There's loads of iron here. Fantastic. Oh, this is what I've been... I should have just come down to the bottom straight at the beginning. It's finally what I've been looking for all this time. Because once I get this iron and turn it into an iron pickaxe, yes, I've wasted 3 iron. Not the end of the world, though. Now that there's loads here, maybe if there's any more hidden around, and mining the deep slate is going to take quite a bit of time. I need a better pickaxe, really. But if there was any more hidden around, could have made 1 pick and also an iron chest plate. But hopefully there's enough diamonds as to where I don't need to make an iron chest plate. I'll make a diamond one. I have no idea. I see a few diamonds dotted about, though, which is good. And yeah, there's another layer below as well that doesn't seem to have ores there, but they might be hidden underground. At least I'd hope so. But it's difficult to say. Like I say, mining deep slate with a stone pickaxe is not advisable. It's like the last thing you ever want to be doing, isn't it? So I'll focus on the task in hand, which is to swim. Look at that, hidden diamonds underneath. Very, very nice indeed. And now it is operation, hopefully for the last time, to get climbing. Yeah, I'll probably just use the iron pickaxe up. I mean, I will get the diamonds but this time, but I'll use it up for mining that tunnel up through the terrain quite a bit. And without a doubt, my priority now is coal. I mean, I could make charcoal. That could be a smart way, because I'm starting to get to the point where I'm not seeing loads of coal. I probably will find more if I do a bit of strip mining, though, so that is also another option. It kind of all rides on whether some of these strip mines have revealed any more coal that I haven't already picked up. I feel like they probably did. I mean, a lot of copper is around that I didn't get. When it comes to coal, it seems to be a little bit more scarce, but I would expect somewhere. Yeah, look at that. I'd expect there to be more hidden around, so let's go and grab both of these. I don't need quite this much, but if I can get a stack, then that probably sets me in good stead. Even 3/4 of a stack, 40 coal, that's probably enough. Oh, and there's loads up here as well. Fantastic. Just what the doctor ordered for me. And I do think right here will be everything that I need. I'm also almost at 30 levels, which is a good positive. That's going to go down really well when I try to get some better tools. I mean, I reckon before we're done, we'll have a very good diamond pickaxe. Can we... How do we get out of here now? Where's... Do I go for the staircase? I think that's probably the smartest thing to do. More sugarcane has grown. This is where I stupidly broke my iron pickaxe, isn't it? We can also expand that up because some point, I'll plant some sugarcane on that bit too. Oh, and another bit of coal just hidden here. Well, that's always a turn up, isn't it? Is this the level? No, this is just a random sheep level, isn't it? Poor things. Didn't this used to have a lot more snow on? Oh no, it's because I mined it all away and it was just dirt, but then the grass has spread, but the snow has not come back. Ah, there's more coal in the roof there as well. Good to know. I'll remember that if I am again on the hunt for it. I mean 38. I'm pretty confident that 38 for now should be good. I'm going to split that probably across the 8 furnaces will be my idea. And I'm more excited about the fact that I can smelt some. I should just take the ladder, by the way. Yeah, I'm more excited. Ooh, more sugarcane to harvest and plant. But yeah, I'm more excited about the fact that I can just smelt some of the iron, get an iron pick, and get diamonds. That's the main thing I'm bothered about and makes it worth coming all the way up here. The coal, not too bothered about. I shouldn't really be using it for smelting because it's not really an ingredient that lasts forever, is it? Even though there is a lot of it here. I don't even think I've got enough coal for this, by the way. I think I need 6 coal to smelt all of it, so we are going to be a little bit short in some departments, but then it looks like we've got spare coal in there. So what I'll do is I'll take that out and smelt the raw iron. And if I then go and grab that and top up 7 of these, we're almost there then. In fact, any that say 5 have the right amount, which basically means, yeah, apart from that one, we just need 1 more coal. There's more than 1 coal available here. And then I think, yeah, maybe some sort of, where is it? There it is. Maybe some sort of way to get charcoal, you know, get that kind of brewing and cooking would be a smart move going forward as well. The cobblestone chest also gets a bit of deep slate. You know, a nice little change of scenery for it all. 6 iron. Let's go ahead and turn that into an iron pickaxe. I could make more iron leggings if I wanted, which I don't want. Then I'm going to drop downwards until I get past the nether section, isn't it? It's easy if I take the staircase now. Yeah, just up, not quite to the end of the nether section, I don't think, but getting pretty close. This must be where my pickaxe started to give out, so we'll use the new iron. No, this is just where I got sick of mining so slowly, wasn't it? So the old iron pick is instead going to be used, I think, in bits like this where I've already dug bits out. I think maybe it'll look better if I use cobble. It's a bit of a patchwork quilt effect, but I think it looks kind of cool. And I haven't even addressed the bits where I'm going to be able to jump in and out of this elevator. Well, I feel like mainly I'll be jumping in. I think, yeah. I mean, I suppose, yeah, getting out is a way as well. At times I'll want to get out at a lower level, but maybe I will want to be able to get out, but I feel like that's going to be trickier. Whereas ways to get in, no problem. There'll be no real issues with doing that very, very easily. I really feel like I'm making this chunk my own, aren't I? Let's go and do that. Okay, that's kind of annoying exposing that. In fact, I'm going to change that whilst I'm here. I'm just going to get probably 4 pieces, well, 8 pieces of 8 snowballs, should I say, and then make a load of snow blocks. And then this right here can be 1 piece of snow, and this can be the other. I think it just fits the theme a bit better, doesn't it? Rather than it just being a random grass block, should I say, right there. It probably would have turned to dirt anyway, but you know what? I like the effect of snow. Now we are starting to get to the decent area. I think I'm going to do the same thing here as well. Again, grab some snow blocks and then place them here so that things look pretty normal. We're getting back to the point where the netherrack's getting in the way now. I don't know how I'm going to get around it. Am I going to have to build around it? Yeah, I think something like this will make it work, won't it? Yeah, and then I've got to do the same thing here. We're now at the desert level. Look at this, bit of a blast from the past. Once upon a time there was sand here. Now it's just a pig that wonders where all of it has gone. It's amazing what you can get done in 100 days, isn't it? You can completely destroy the 1 chunk you have. Okay, we've run out of glass now, but we've made much, much better progress. We're not a million miles away from the top. And I do think we're going to have way more glass than we now need if all that smelts. I also don't really want this piece of sandstone, so we'll put it there for now. In other news, the sugarcane just keeps growing. Whilst I'm building this, you see, other crops are growing, which is fantastic. I think I could probably expand this a little bit. Maybe make like an extra area for it somewhere around here. Because I'm not at a point where I can say, oh, this sugarcane farm's big enough. Let's leave it at that. I think the bigger we have, the better it'll be, really. That's my thinking. So we could have sugarcane planted along here. And then this could be where the water goes, leading to something that kind of resembles this. Yeah, I haven't really got enough sugarcane to expand it anymore, but you get the idea that it will look good the more sugarcane grows. I think I've gone past the other sugarcane bit, which probably has more there that I could have used, but this'll do for now. All the remaining glass should be up here. I can't believe the snow golem died. I will make another one, just I'll protect him better. Let's grab all of this wheat as well. Yep, it's going to be breeding time, guys. Although, I don't know if I should breed anymore. I feel like there's just no space for them all, is there? Can we really sustain this many cows? If we had multiple chunks, sure, but they've only got one chunk to go at, haven't they? So I don't want to completely overdo it. Go on then, guys. If you insist, here's a little bit more. Look at it. It's actually completely crazy. I've bred five more of each. So I'll give them 10 wheat in total. I mean, I've only got one left there anyway. Oh, hold on a second. We can do one more then. Go on then. Who's the lucky cows that get to breed one more? Let's have a look. It's going to be you and you. Could get more bone meal by composting some of this stuff, but I mean, yeah, I should probably be composting the wheat seed, shouldn't I? We'll worry about that some other time, though. Oh, I've got 15 bone meal there. Completely forgot about that. More importantly, I need to get the glass. And it's also great to have more iron available. So I think, yeah, with the resources we've got, without a doubt, we should be able to get the tube finished. I'm not saying we can actually have it go all the way up with water, but the glass part of it should be done no problem. I'm also going to have to go up a little bit to drop down on it. I can't get up to it now, can I, without building or something like that? And I don't really want to do that. So instead, I'm going to make use of these tunnels. Oh, they're a bit of a maze, aren't they? And I haven't got any water. I was going to say, and then I'm going to MLG it, but I think I put all of my water into where the sugarcane growth was. So I'm just going to have to go back and get water now. That's definitely not what I thought I was going to be missing. Oh, more sugarcane's grown, though. Maybe it is a little bit of a blessing in disguise, because now we can expand that even more. And if I use the staircase... Man, the animal's growing... Why are you all walking up the stairs to come here? What is it about the netherrack that you love so much? I'm going to now hopefully land an MLG. Perfect. You've got to be confident in your abilities of MLGing. Also, I don't know why this guy here doesn't just go up there. Yeah, would have been perfect for you, wouldn't it? If he wants to get off this layer. Maybe he likes being in the sand area. I suppose that's a possibility. Oh, we've got floating gravel, by the way. I'll leave it to it, but it might fall if I break certain blocks. It seems to be okay at the moment, though. Let's continue mining up this right here. And this is another situation of me placing down cobble just to kind of, yeah, make it make sense. I mean, in an ideal world, I'd be placing stone, but I can't be bothered to go and smelt some cobble into stone at this point. Yeah, I don't think it's that necessary. Although this is where I've done a lot of strip mining and a lot of tunneling, isn't it? And the only worry I have now is that my tree farm might get impacted by the glass tube. That's the only thing that can really go wrong, I would say. Look at this. It's a massive bit of terrain, isn't it? Yeah, that's easy enough. And the tree farm is now just above me. Okay, why am I using an axe? For stone? We'll never know. So let's go ahead and place all of this down. This is the fungus farm that at some point will eventually work. Or the stem farm, should I say. If I can get that finished in this 100 days, it will be a miracle. Now we're at spruce level, and this is where I'm starting to think, is this actually going to work? Because straight away, I've already got leaves blocking me. The corner trees might not grow. That's what I'm thinking. Because can they, like on the spruce level, it's like a jungle there, isn't it? Well, I suppose it is made up of trees. On the spruce level, can the corner one grow on this side? Let's have a look. It can't. I don't think it'll grow on that side either. Not the end of the world. If all, there's 14 other ones. If they all grow, then that is fine. This is kind of a tricky jump. I don't know why I'm taking it on without building, but if I didn't think I could make that jump, I shouldn't be playing Minecraft for 100 days, should I? A simple parkour jump for SB737 to take on. So we're going to continue building this up and around. And yeah, I think the birch tree is in the corner is also going to get blocked from growing. I may even remove the dirt if it's just never going to grow, because no point having it there. And then it makes it look like it's a design choice rather than a flaw to my idea of adding a tube to get all the way up. The oak tree, on the other hand, shouldn't be a problem, because oak trees tend to be able to grow around stuff without any difficulty. So that's at least something good. Have we got enough glass? Oh, we've got more than enough glass. We're almost at the top, ladies and gentlemen. What an exciting moment. Where's it taking us out? Here? I think that's fine, isn't it? So if we end up right here, we pop out and we do that. I think I'm going to just add a little like row of 3 and 3 like that. In fact, I've got that much glass. Can we just go all the way around, do you think? I see no issue with a row of glass. Maybe just up to there on this side and up to there over here. Am I supposed to go out of the chunk, guys? Am I allowed to do that? I started on one chunk and now I'm on 1/16 of an extra chunk there and 1/16 of a chunk there. I'm sure it'll be fine. Next, the water needs to go all the way down, and I'm going to go and meet it at the bottom. We do have enough glass to extend it downwards as well, because that's also important that is done. So we'll steadily fall all the way. Grab more water. Did we beat the water down as well? It looks like we did, you know. Is it even... Imagine if it got blocked halfway through because I messed up the building. I think it's coming down, though. I'm trying to look without falling off. Is it coming down? It is coming down, slow and steady. All right, perfect. I think, yeah, the next priority needs to be to make it go further down. I've probably done this a bit of a hard way now by not starting at the bottom. That is what a normal person would do, but we know that I am no normal person. I'm a penguin for a start. Oh, we've got emeralds there. Don't really need them. At least not at this point can I think of any use for emeralds. So this right here is the very bottom. So this is where the soul sand should go, and the glass is going to be built around like that. So that block, yeah, needs mining out. That's where I'll put dirt for now, but we know what's going to go there. In fact, I'm going to fully block that up because I need to put signs there. I think that's probably the thing. Do I have to, you know, I can craft them. Why don't we do that? Let's go ahead and craft some signs, and then that'll leave some nice space for, yeah, the water to go there. We'll turn that to soul sand when we get to the level needed for that, and I'll get all of this added. There will be a bit more digging to be done, but this is going to be great. Once complete, I'll be able to get up and down so much faster. Although, oh, there's a lot of deep slate to mine here. It's going to be a little bit time consuming, but also completely worth it as well. Perfect. I've made it. Most of it was actually digging through terrain as expected. I'll go ahead and... Oh, no. I've sprung a leak, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully that's not an issue. We're going to head all the way down. I also... Oh, hold on. Before I go down, I'm going to go back up, actually. Oh, no, I'm not. What am I doing? I'm going to drown if I'm not careful here. SB... what are you doing, SB? You're an idiot sometimes. Don't let yourself drown. I forgot there's no air bubbles there. My first thought is... At least it's also an easy way to stop yourself from drowning. My first thought is to nip up here to get some soul sand. That should be fairly easy to do based on the biomes that we're going past. Not this one. I think it's up here. Don't drown again, SB. Well, obviously I haven't drowned yet, but there we go. This is where I want to be. Okay, perfect. I'll have to break some glass. It's not the end of the world. We only need one piece of this as well, and I'll put that back. Now... Oh, okay. Is the water going to be that? Didn't think that through either, did I? Did I? Yeah, the water's... I think the water is coming back down, which is good news. Got to be careful here, haven't I? There's stuff going on all over the place. Now, yes, as I said, some gravel did fall down, so we're going to get rid of all of that. Oh, don't drown. There we go. At times that a lot better. I'm going to turn this into that, but it still doesn't work. Also, we got my first bit of moss. That's exciting, isn't it? Yeah, this still doesn't work, and the issue now is the water coming down. Oh, I forgot to remove the cobble. One job, SP737. One job. And there goes my shovel as well. Good job, I can easily make another. Do I make an iron shovel now? Oh, I've got 8 iron. Wait, where did I get the 8th iron from? Was it in a chest, maybe? Or maybe I left... Oh, I think I left it in a furnace? I can't remember. Anyway, I'm not complaining. We're going to make ourselves a chest plate. Oh, I think it's a plugin on the server. Sometimes when you smelt something, you get 2 items instead of 1. I think it's probably because of that when I... when I think about it. I'm certainly not complaining. We really have flooded everything, haven't we? I don't know why I'm still not picking up the diamonds, but my first port of call now is to head back up to where I stupidly blocked the water by mistake. I think it's somewhere up here, isn't it? Get rid of that, and then I need to grab the kelp as well, which the kelp is at the top. I need kelp and I need bone meal. They're the 2 things that are very, very important to this project. In fact, if I'm going to need bone meal, it might be a good idea if I mine up all of this. Either that or I use the moss to make some sort of bone meal farm. Yeah, I think... Have I got a hoe? I can easily craft one. Let's do that. Let's grab loads of these nether wart blocks. And you know what? I'll make 8 hoes. How about that? I didn't know you could do it with cobbled deep slate. I feel like I did know that, but I forgot that. But anyway, when I say let's make 8 hoes, I meant let's make 4 hoes. And then let's mine all of this up. 4 hoes might have been a little bit overkill in hindsight, but you can never have too many. We will compost all of this. Get plenty of bone meal for the project ahead. Shroom lights, I don't know what the situation... Okay, it's still here, that's okay. Yeah, I don't know what the situation is with shroom lights. Are they compostable? Do I want to compost them? Probably not. I think they're a nice decoration, so yeah, I might end up keeping those ones. Mission accomplished in mining up all of those. There's some a bit further down I want to grab as well. We'll just finally get rid of this stem, and hopefully the bone meal that I get from this will be enough to send the kelp all the way up to the top. Like you've seen, I have got a lot of kelp, but whether I've got enough remains to be seen. I still haven't got to the point where I accidentally left the water blocked up, by the way. It's still not at this level. It must be around here, right? Yeah, it's just here. Let's go ahead and build up with some random blocks. Break the glass, mine away at that, and there we go. Completely fixed. And I'll now focus on getting all the bone meal that I possibly can to use on the kelp. As you can see, in total, I'm at 16, and we've got 124 kelp. So it's a good position to be in. I'm going to bone meal all of the nether wart, which I think, yeah, we've got nearly 5 stacks worth of that in total. So that should get me loads. And then I will also bone meal probably all the melons and all the seeds that I've got, because I don't really have a use for them. Might even do the pumpkins. Who knows? Is that an escaped cow? Excuse me. You cannot escape. That is not allowed. I'll cook that some other time when I actually have a little bit more to cook. 1 coal for 1 steak just feels wasteful on the coals for the coal, really, doesn't it? So let's continue putting all this in. Then when I've done that, I'm going to go and harvest all of the wheat, etc., and put whatever I can in there. I might even do some more breeding. Well, I don't really need to do any more breeding. I might take out another 7 cows and then do some breeding just to keep all that topped up, but we'll see. Anyway, first things first, let's get all of this nicely composted. All the netherwart blocks are now composted. The melons definitely give you a lot less per one for it to actually go up a layer. I think they're only like 30% chance of it increasing, so you do definitely takes quite a bit more time to do it. But it is still extra bone meal nonetheless, and as I've said before, if it's not used for the kelp, I will be using it instead to get the warped, not the warped, I don't know why I get them mixed up, the crimson nylium up, won't it? So either way, it will be useful. I'm hoping I can get enough diamonds to make diamond boots, and then I got a full set of armor, by the way. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Anyway, let's continue to focus on getting these melons in. I think, yep, these are the last of the melons, and then I can move on to filling it up with seeds. I need to make sure I don't have a lapse in concentration and use the kelp. Oh, we've got a stack of bone meal, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, way more than I thought I was going to get. And we're now getting pretty close. We're on the last stack of the wheat seeds, and I was, yeah, going to go ahead and harvest all of the crops and compost what I can from them. I'm starting to wonder if that's even needed. At least, I don't think it will be for the kelp. Is that all of it? It's a little bit annoying that I couldn't fill it up slightly more, but there's more where that came from. Yeah, so I will at least harvest these up, and probably the wheat as well, actually. It'll just keep things going, won't it? So let's go mine up every single one of them, and then if I can just replant any of these. I will also take out enough cows to get 7 beef, and then breed more of them with the wheat that I get from this too. Just keeps the food going. It'll give me, get me back up to 18 steak, which is a nice amount. So sorry guys, but needs must and all that. Oh, there goes my axe though. Looks like you're a survivor. Just kidding. I'll use my iron pickaxe. There was 1 in here as well, wasn't there? Yeah, perfect. So we'll chuck those in there and get another 8 raw beef. And whilst that's cooking, let's go ahead, put the melons through the paces, and also the seeds, and finally the pumpkins. I feel like the pumpkins fill up a lot more than anything else, and I have quite a few. Yeah, go on, let's get these going. We've got a load of pumpkins. We might as well use them all up. Everything's getting composted here, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Even the kitchen sink, if I could. every seed. That's good enough for me. We'll put that in there. Perfect. 16 wheat. Let's breed. I honestly have too many cows for this. What am I doing? I don't know, but there we go, guys. Just make a load of baby cows for the food economy. And yeah, I've got all the kelp needed. I've got the bone meal, so we can now drop on down. We don't have to worry about anything and hitting the ground because we've got water. There is more kelp here, which I think I'm going to grab, especially the glitched kelp. It just makes no sense leaving it, does it? And it's just using up bone meal that I would rather not use up if I don't need to. I'll just leave that one lonely one in the middle. This one can also be collected up too. Now I must drop down further. I'm going to have to come up with some sort of solution so that I can drop down the tunnel there as well, aren't I? Because at the moment I'm getting blocks doing that. I've just gone past diamonds. Really, it doesn't annoy me, but it's like, I should be mining them and not just getting distracted on other things. Anyway, kelp time is a go. Let's get as much of this down as we possibly can. The only thing I've got to be careful of is not drowning, which is actually a real, this is a real possibility, isn't it? Because, okay, I'm going to have to probably do something like that, or just break out the side. I've got 28 glass, so even if I have to lose a bit of glass, it's not the end of the world. I will also eat so that if I start drowning, I've got plenty of saturation and probably won't die, in theory. Because the only time that this will actually become with air bubbles in it is when I remove the bottom kelp. So, what do you reckon? Can I just take the hit? No, I can't take the hits. SB, do something. I'm just slightly having to panic it. Ooh. Okay. That was a little, not a little, that was a lot closer than I wanted it to be. Do I not even know the resources to make a new axe? Okay, well that makes things even more annoying because it means I have to manually break the crafting table and manually break the logs. Yeah, that's just going to be really annoying.
I'm going to wait until I've regened a little bit more, and then I'll eat steak and hopefully regen a bit quicker. But yeah, that was just pointlessly risky, wasn't it? I don't know how much further we've got a long way to go up, haven't we? I mean, we've come up a decent amount, but there's still a fair distance to go. Fully regen. This is not going to work, is it? I think if I put something slightly... If I want to put a ladder. Good idea, Recipe. Now, we can break this, mine away at the ladder, and get going with the kelp. Fantastic. All right. We're back in business, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how high I'm going to get this time, but I think as soon as I run out of air, I should probably stop placing and just get out this time, rather than trying to be clever and everything. Although, having said that, I'm trying to be clever again. I want to get a little bit high. Oh, it's such a stupid area as well. Let's just... Oh, that's all I have to do. Just put a ladder. I don't need anything below me, do I? Just realised how simple it is. And the ladder is pretty quick to break, even without an axe. I mean, it'd be better with an axe, but it's still pretty quick. Oh, we've run out. Oh, that means we're in bone meal territory now. Do I have to... Oh, this is going to take a lot of bone meal, isn't it? Well, good job we've got a stack, but I'm now starting to think that a stack is not even going to be enough, is it? This is going to be crazy. Oh, actually, it might be enough. Hold on. I'll try and make sure not to drown. Yeah, 33 pieces. There's the top. Okay, I'm kind of confident that maybe this is all gonna work out fine. Right, that's all the bone meal used. Where are we at? Oh, we're close, but we're not close enough. I'm gonna try and swim out and swim to the top. No, that's not gonna work either, is it? What happened? Oh, you can't place ladders on glass. Wait, you can place ladders on glass, can't you? Yeah, I don't know. What's going on? Oh, no. I've really messed up here now, didn't I? I forgot about the fact that I've not been able to place more kelp. Alright, not to worry, SB737. We'll just have to temporarily dig our way out. And then I'm going to make my main focus getting more bone meal. I think I'm just going to do that by letting crops grow. Or, look at that, it's an egg. There's an egg somewhere there. The other option, and this might be the smarter one, is to reuse all of the kelp that I've just got. Now hear me out on this. The kelp goes pretty high, and if I could reuse that kelp, I could get to the top. But the thing stopping me is the fact that it needs to be at the bottom for it all to be water sources. So, if I take this smooth stone, which shouldn't be an issue, and then carefully head to the bottom, this might work, this plan. I also don't know where all this water's come from. Is this from springing a leak earlier? Okay. I'll just not ask about it. So, here's the idea. Who'd have thought it'd be this difficult to make a water elevator? Yeah, we break this, and this... Yeah, look at this. This is perfect. I'm going to be so glad when this is finished, by the way, because it makes life so much faster. But from doing this, we grab every single bit of kelp. All right, we've got it. Perfect. And then I make this block here smooth stone. And then this next bit's going to be annoying, but I don't really see any other way to do it because I was an idiot and blocked everything up with ladders. But I'm going to make it so that the water once again will flow... Okay, this is not working. This is taking too long. I'm going to make it so once again the water will flow down. And then I just start placing the kelp again, hopefully without drowning, although it looks like I've managed to screw that up as well. If I do something like this, yeah, this is probably the smartest way to get some air back. Then we continue placing kelp. I think if I'm quick, I should be able to get top. Are we just going to go for it? YOLO it? No, we're not going to do that. Let's, ladder, place. Okay, as much as I wanted to try that, it was not worth it. I think one more go and we probably make it. So, here goes nothing. Yeah, we definitely make it this time. We're going past the birch farm. We're going past the oak farm. We are going to drown. No way. Imagine if I didn't make it. We're good. Alrighty. So now we're up at the top. This has definitely saved me quite a bit of kelp. I expected to, like, the bone mealing of it would make me get way more kelp than it actually did in the end. But anyway, with this done, I now just need to track down where that stone block is that I placed. I think, yeah, it's going to be somewhere around here. In fact, breaking the side might be easy. The only problem with breaking the side is I'm going to flood everywhere again. Oh, well, I'm sure if I do something like this, it should stop the flood. That's it. Just, oh, well, it flows that way as well. Didn't think of that, did you, SP? Anyway, I'm going to swim in against the current. Come on. And then I need to break this piece of stone. And it needs replacing with a water source. Did I replace the right one? Or did I replace the wrong one? Oh, I replaced the wrong one. You idiot, SP. Right, get into the water and just get some air back. Just gotta go and get some more water now. Really, I'm swimming against the current here, aren't I? But then I can top up my water bucket, head back up the tube, and actually place it in the correct spot this time. Did I do it? Oh, no, what's going on? Is something messed up? Is it not all source now? This is what I get for trying to be fancy. I'll work it out though, and I'll get it going. And there we go. It should all be fixed. As you can see, there are actual bubbles going up, but I have yet to test it, so that is going to be the next thing on my list. But before that, as you can probably see, I'm currently axeless. I'd say I could go make an axe. Maybe I can get some diamonds and do that. Now, I'll make a stone axe for now, just because it's pretty easy to make one. Oh, here's a better idea. What about if I go ahead and craft those, make some signs, and then mine the crafting table with my fist? This is exactly what I didn't want to do. But yeah, if I do all of that, and then add a little bit of glass here, I wouldn't mind a bit of dirt in there as well. I feel like it's just missing. In fact, let's get a snow block and chuck that there just to remove the hole. Then I'm going to remove that and remove that. And this should help me. Yes, I've entered and I'm going all the way up, and it looks like it is now. Oh, how cool is this, by the way? It is now working perfectly, and I am up at the top of the chunk. I absolutely love it. Let's go ahead now, refill this bucket of water. I'm at the area where I can grab a bunch of cobblestone, so we'll grab 3 of those, make an axe, and I'd also like to make sure that I just have plenty of signs in general at all times. So I'll craft all of those. 10 is good. 8 steak waiting in there for me, just what I need. I suppose because this is done as well, I can actually now go ahead and turn all of this into bone meal by composting the kelp. It does seem like it's still a little bit slow, but it's okay. What I also need to make sure is that I don't use up every single bit of kelp, because if I do, and then I just have no way to get more of it, then that'd be pretty sad. Remember, we're on a chunk. Resources are limited. We don't want to, waste things unnecessarily, do we? So, got to be a little bit careful. Yeah, if I leave myself with 11, that's got to be enough, hasn't it? So we'll do that. 6 more bone meal. Really life-changing stuff. The weirdest thing is, despite all the time that's passed, some of the wheat still hasn't fully grown. I would have thought that every single one would have grown by now, but evidently not, as you can see. We'll also get pumpkins and then replant everything back down. I survived 100 days farming on one chunk with SP737, isn't it? It seems to be. Anyway, so that's all of that sorted nicely. I think I'll compost these seeds as well. Get I'd say a tiny bit of bone meal. It is so bad at adding more compost, isn't it? And it's like make the cows' lives even worse, more of a misery. Let's do it. I feel a bit evil, but there you go. If they didn't have space to breathe before, now they definitely do not have space to breathe. I could get rid of some, make more room, but you know what? Let's leave them like that. So I've got that many bone meal. Let's also turn these melons into compost as well. And then I think it is operation get as many diamonds as possible. Is that all of it? Yep. As many diamonds as possible. Okay. All the iron stuff is... Yeah, I've got the iron pickaxe. I've got all the iron that I'm probably going to be able to find now. At least it feels that way. I have also just realized we're going past the sugarcane section. Look at this. Fantastic. Loads of sugarcane has grown. So let's get the new ones planted down. I don't think there's really going to be any space... Oh, let's harvest that one as well. I don't think there's going to be any space for any more anywhere. I mean, I could expand this farm. What do we reckon? 31. I don't know if I'll actually need that much more. I don't think I'm going to expand the farm anymore. Instead, I'm going to try and see if I can spot where I put the other sugarcane. I think it's down here, isn't it? Yeah, so if we just gracefully fall to here, and then I can go ahead and... Oh, we can plant a bit extra down as well, which is nice. But we can harvest what we've got. We need to make sure there's enough room for that to all grow as well. Perfect. Yeah, this is a good bit of space. And we're up to 49 sugarcane, which is great. It's probably the leather that I'm going to need the most of now, but we shouldn't have a problem with getting leather, should we? Well, I don't think so anyway, considering just how many cows we have. Even if I'd got rid of all the kelp up at the top, by the way, there's loads of extra ones here. In fact, I think I might use this as a little bit of an opportunity to just harvest all of it up and then plant loads of it down. The seagrass is not needed. We can have all the kelp in a row, but I think it's just a good idea to have loads of it growing, isn't it? I'll try not to drown at the same time, but that's just a nice little kelp farm. It'll be growing in the background. We'll get more. I don't really know what I'll use it for, but I just feel like it's good to know about it. And now my main focus is diamonds. I don't know why up here I got the iron, but completely ignored the fact that there's diamonds right here. Is that because I didn't have the pickaxe? It might be. So we got our first diamond, and it's sadly just one, but one is better than none, and I know where there's plenty more to be found as well. It's just all further down. I'm trying to check the sides for more diamonds. So far, I don't see any, but let's just gracefully drop on here. And I just walked past them, so I'll place this here, grab another... Right, hold on. I really want to make sure that they don't drop in the void. Like, some things, it's okay if it drops in the void, but diamonds would not be ideal, would it, ladies and gentlemen? I think that's all the diamonds here. And I'm also going to grab a little bit more moss. The moss is going to be very useful when I try to make a bone meal farm. Yeah, there's more diamonds just on the side here. So let's carefully mine to there. I'll tell you what I'm going to do now. Stone pickaxe, it's out of favor. It's the most pointless thing for me to have now. Then I'm going to grab some sticks and make myself a diamond pickaxe for the first time. And then digging is going to be just that little bit faster, which is what I want. And there's still a couple of things that I'd like to get. First things first, a bit more armor. So if there's 4 diamonds here, I'll make diamond boots, and then at least I'll be fully suited to some degree. So what have we got here? 1, 2, 3 diamonds, and is that all? That's a bit disappointing. I would have thought maybe there'll be more. That isn't really enough for any diamond armor. It could be useful for a diamond axe, which I do also want, but maybe not necessary. Now then, more diamonds at the bottom over here. So I've got to try and come up with a way to get those without letting them fall in the void. So I reckon 1, 2, 3. Oh, don't drown now, SP. That's it. I'm nearly drowned quite a lot in this video. There we go. Now we can make a nice little bridge. So I just put granite down as well. Nice little bridge. It's the most random thing ever. Hopefully it's more than 1 diamond. Oh, okay. It's not 1, but 2 diamonds. Well, that's better than 1, I suppose. It's 2. It goes without saying. And then I think that's everything. Okay, well, we'll go and head over here. And I think there was another patch of diamonds somewhere at the bottom that I saw earlier in the video. I've just got to try and work out where. Is this is the bottom section, is it? Unless, did I already get them? It's possible that I did, but I don't think so. I think there might be some somewhere. I've just got to try and find them again. I might have got them. I'd be disappointed if I have taken them all by now and there was only 8 in total, because that'll be pretty rubbish if there's only that many. Unless they were slightly higher up. I did get the ones that were there. Was it those ones? Could have been. Also make sure to check the outside. There's emeralds there. That was a slightly bit of risky maneuvering, but I was confident that it would be okay. Yeah, we've got some emeralds there, but I'm not too bothered about that. There's more emeralds here as well. Yeah, again, deep slate emerald though. Pretty rare block normally, but in this one chunk, not rare anymore. I'd actually rather it be diamonds, to be honest with you guys, than that. I haven't fully checked anywhere here, so I reckon mining could be a smart idea. Like, I did find a diamond, oh, don't drown now, on the side in this chunk, so it's possible that there could be something lurking around, and the only way to possibly find lurking about, and the only way to possibly find it is to actually do some digging. So if I give it a, well, get this mine, if I get this block mined up, should I say, and get inside, then it might be time to do some diamond strip mining. I'll start with the stone, and then I definitely need to cover the deep slate layers. I get the feeling like the deep slate layers are the most likely ones where I'll find some stuff, but you don't know, do you? Oh, hold on a second. Now, we don't want that, because that is my special little water elevator. But yeah, I'll do exactly what I've been doing before, leaving a gap of 2 blocks, and then strip mining backwards and forwards. And I'm slightly optimistic that, okay, we might not find that many diamonds straight away, but if we find any iron, I'll be happy enough with that, because iron, like I said, is in pretty short supply, and it's a very, very useful block. So if there is any lurking about, I'd be very pleased to see it. Sadly, haven't yet come across any diamonds, but found more iron, which is kind of not what I expected, and I've almost mined all the way down to deep slate. I was just going to do one more layer here. I have also come to where the sponge is, so I think I'm going to grab that too. It could just come in quite handy. What can we get rid of? Let's get rid of granite. Nobody's interested in granite, are they? Yeah, sponge is an interesting one. I think it's the only sponge that I saw in the whole place. So yeah, I don't know what I'll do with 3 sponge, but it's good to know about. I'll also just strip mine along. Then again, is there any point me strip mine along here? We can see that there's nothing to be had. So I drop down, and yeah, now we are mining into deep slate, but it gives me a bit of a renewed sense of confidence knowing that there was iron ore in it, that there could be some other useful ores found at the deep slate level. I have completely mined up my iron pickaxe. That's now broken, so we're going all the way with the diamond one. Hopefully that does not break. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do if it gets to get a bit close to it. It's not like I can get mending. Maybe I'd go and try and get unbreaking on it. That could be a smart idea before I do all this mining. Maybe that's what I should be doing. Probably should be, but it is also kind of addictive doing this. So I'll mine a few layers, maybe not the entire thing. And then by the time I go back up, probably the sugarcane should have grown, and I might, yes, I just might set up some sort of enchantment table and get some better stuff on this pickaxe. Fortune might be a good thing if there's actually any diamond ores left to be found down here. It's entirely possible that I've also mined up all of those and all the iron, but yeah, hopefully there's a few more, and then fortune could come in very, very handy. Nothing down here. Managed to mine a couple more layers into deep slate. There's a long way to go, a lot of mine to do, so you'd think there's more to be had in there. But like I've said, I don't want to lose this diamond pickaxe. I don't want it to get broken or use up too much durability when there's definitely opportunity. Oh, look at the speed, by the way. This is so much better. I love it. This is honestly, this is the best thing that's happened. But yeah, I'd rather try and get some upgrades on this pickaxe sooner rather than later. Hopefully we go past the sugarcane section fairly soon. I think it's somewhere around here, and then I can maybe see the progress of the sugarcane, although can't quite remember where it is. We must have gone past it. I guess you can't see it on this side, you can only see it on the side that you fall down on. Possible we might have been too far away for all this as well, because nothing much has grown considering how long I've been down there mining. Let's go and fill this up with even more cobble. That's all I seem to do, just come home with more cobblestone. In fact, let's go ahead and take out the deep slate, fill that chest to the brim. Any more cobble now, I think, should be thrown, and then deep slate can go into here. And clay there, I think that definitely makes sense. I'm just trying to keep everything as organized as possible. I don't really have a wood chest per se, but I've usually been putting it into here. Although I probably want to keep all that in my inventory and the signs. Yeah, a lot of the stuff should probably stay with me anyway. Let's try off the 2 sponge. Do I turn this extra piece of sand as well? I might as well. And then, yeah, we still got the thing of getting more bone meal from the moss, which is very, very easy. That 9 bone meal, combine them, no problem at all. I'm going to put the diamonds and the iron and the copper in there as well for safekeeping purposes. The hoe, apparently I'm collecting hoes at this point. I've got 2 in that chest in Minecraft as well. Let's go and put in, what was I going to put in? Oh, the sponge? No, I already did the sponge. It was just the sand that needed sorting out, wasn't it? Not convinced I really need a boat, so that's the utilities corner. There we go. Those cows are so annoying. They're all going to get killed soon. This one's an escaped one, so he's going. And I think I need 45 leather anyway for all the books that I need. So let's first take the diamond pickaxe and get the needed obsidian. That's probably priority number 1. I think there was a ruin portal at 1 level. There's also the end level. So yeah, there's a couple of options. I'm going to leave that there because it's quite cool aesthetically. And the end is pretty easy to get to. And there's just a lot more obsidian to get at. I kind of want to, yeah, get obsidian that no one's going to see is missing for now. I just feel like it'll look a little bit better. So let's go and mine up this. 4 obsidian needed in total. And it is without a doubt the thing that just takes absolutely forever to mine obsidian when you haven't got a decent pickaxe. That'll all change very, very soon. Don't you worry about that. So let's get the extra piece and then let's build that up. And this is one of the main reasons I came down to the end level, because now we could just add a few pieces of glass, place in some signs, and head all the way back up. Don't mind if I do. I love this water elevator. I got sick of climbing ladders so much that any excuse to use this now, and I'm in it, and I'm heading all the way back up. It is so much quicker. The only issue is I can't really get off on any other levels. I have to go all the way to the top, but usually if I'm heading up, I'm heading up to the top anyway, aren't I? A little bit more wheat here as well. We might as well, I'd say breed what cows we can. Starting to feel a little bit evil for that. At what point does it become inhumane and just not right to keep breeding them? I'm sure there's a few more cows in you yet. Come on. That's it. Keep going. So I can make a load of paper. Then I can make books. I can take 2 diamonds, make the enchantment table. So let's test this out. Okay, well this is an interesting situation. Apparently it can't be placed down, and I think this is a limitation of the server that no matter how hard you right click it, by the way, it's not going to be played. That's annoying because I just used 2 diamonds on that. I've only got 3, but it must be a thing to do with the server, because on the Minecraft server I'm on, there is an entire different system for enchanting where you use /enchant. So maybe that's what we're going to have to do in this instance. I don't know what money I've got, but if I add unbreaking, I can afford that. Okay, I can afford 2 levels of unbreaking. We can start getting into the money-making side of things if we want, but I basically just have a load of sugarcane and paper now that I don't really need. I guess it's the thought that counts. So at the very least, I've now got Unbreaking 2 on my pickaxe, which will keep it alive. And we can start to more and more use the server's features to progress if we want to. But I have still got a large focus on a lot of the vanilla stuff and exploring the chunk and stuff like bone meal. We definitely still need to use the strategy that I'm going to use, which is going to involve a stone generator and bone meal to get the moss. I think that's going to be the smartest move for that. But my main focus now is the fact that let's just keep falling very nice and carefully. But yeah, now that I've got unbreaking, I reckon I can mine up a few more blocks safely without worrying too much. We'll also get more moss as a byproduct, which is good. All I was about to say is all I want to make sure I don't do is fall through the floor. So I'll probably expand the floor either using the deep slate or maybe the moss. Probably makes more sense to use a deep slate since moss is a little bit more precious, but at the same time, the moss doesn't seem to be that rare. Okay, let's in this instance move across a few blocks and continue mining away. Good news, guys. Not only have I found lapis, diamonds, and I've also found iron. So this is actually becoming a very, very productive strip mining thing. But before I actually mine these diamonds, I think I'm going to try and get Fortune 3 on my pickaxe, which is just then going to make everything that little bit more effective, isn't it? For example, I'll actually get more diamonds per ore because I don't know, might only be 2 diamonds left in the entire place, stuff like that. So I don't really want to risk mining them and then it'd be a complete waste. Let's also get rid of the never-ending gravel. I mean, of all the stuff I've found, including diamonds, can't believe I'm still using a stone shovel, but let's not question it. Let's just keep going and keep seeing what else we can find. I also think I'm going to leave the redstone ore. I don't know what else I would do with it, to be honest with you. But if a use comes up, then I know where to find it and where to mine it. But yeah, I don't think I'll bother. Actually, maybe I will collect it up. What's the... No, I'll wait for fortune. Because again, it's a limited resource. Might as well pick it up with fortune. I should have done that with the iron as well, really. Lapis, because the enchantment table doesn't really work, I'm not too bothered with what I do with lapis. I just happily mine that up straight away. But everything else, yeah, it's kind of worth just biding my time and waiting till I have the best pickaxe for it, really. So let's continue mining another strip along here. And I'm pretty much just going to keep this going until... Oh, more lapis. It's like, yeah, I'll just mine that without fortune. I don't care. But yeah, I'll keep this going until I either find something interesting or reach the bottom of the chunk. And I've now successfully dug all the way to the bottom. My pickaxe, it just timed nice actually. It's so close to being broken. I did find another diamond on the way down, which I wasn't really paying enough attention. Mined it by accident, so I got 1 extra diamond there. And there's 2 more ores higher up that I didn't yet mine because, of course, I wanted to wait until I've got fortune. Although, the way this pickaxe is going, I don't think it's going to be getting much, is it? So I will get those other ones, like I say, but not just yet. Before that, I'm going to get all the way back up to the very top of the chunk. And then I can very quickly tidy up my inventory, putting in a load of the new stuff. Then I can grab a load more wheat. Feed all the cows again. This is so inhumane. Look at them all. I'm sorry, guys, all right? But don't worry, because it's not going to be like this permanently. No, 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 guys. I have got a master plan to make all of your lives more comfortable. Well, I say it'll make all the lives more comfortable. I'm not sure if it actually will. I suppose for some of them it'll be more comfortable anyway. Also, my master plan to get loads of moss kind of hangs on a few very specific things. So first things first, let's take out some cows. Sorry guys, you know it's for the greater good. We really, really need more space. And then I'll get even more food cooking. Yeah, my idea for getting more bone meal kind of hangs on there being a bunch of lava down here. And I know that at one point there was in the nether section, but when I was going past, I feel like I saw something I didn't really like the look of. Namely, yeah, due to the water. The water has flowed down and turned this lava into obsidian, which is not ideal, because to make a stone generator, I'm going to need lava. So, yeah, it looks like there isn't any down there. Instead, I'm going to have to hope that there's some like inside the terrain, maybe? I've turned up my headset really loud so I can just hear absolutely every little sound. Because if there isn't any lava about, then that should mean that I'll hear it. Even better, I've put subtitles on, so if there's any lava to be bubbling or anything like that, it should show up on the subtitles. The subtitle for lava did come up whilst I'm in here. Is it? Ah, we found it. Okay. Don't let it flow away. I don't really need this bucket of water, so we'll just put it in here for now, but this is perfect. We'll grab a bit of lava, and then I can go to this nice little place, add some glass, grab some signs, and put one there and one right there, and then I shall head all the way back up to the... Well, I don't know if I'll go all the way to the top. I need to find a nice area to make some sort of stone generator. I reckon Level of the Desert is actually as good a place as any. It's spacious. I like it. And I believe the best way to do... Don't do that, SP. Why would you ever think that that's a good idea? Let me just do... Before I burn to death, let me do something like that. There we go. Put myself out from being on fire. I now need to go and get some water. I was about to say what I think the best way to do it was, and then, yeah, I completely just walked into lava for absolutely no reason. But yeah, the best way to do this... I'm going to need another bucket of water, aren't I? As I was saying, the best way to do this is to have it like this so it's all flowing, and then we need... I guess we can go with glass on top of it, like so. And from there, I think I need the lava on top. Now, this should make a stone generator. Now, the only difference here is, I think due to the server... Yeah, okay, we are getting stone, but as you can see, we're getting ores, which... It's probably a good thing, which we should probably make use of. It's actually a built-in thing from the server that ores also generate from the cobblestone generator. In fact, I don't even know why I'm bothering with a stone generator, because I don't have silk touch, I can't pick it up, and I can't turn all that into moss without using pistons. The server also doesn't burn things in lava. So let's completely change this up, and instead I'll make a bit more of a classic cobblestone generator, which, yeah, incidentally is going to get me ores, and I could probably get diamonds from this, actually. Yeah, I can. So that's what I should be doing. Instead of a sign here, I'm going to mine that up and have lava that flows along like that. There's probably more lava in the nether section if I need it, by the way, but yeah, this is now a fully functional cobblestone generator. As I mine along like that, yep. Oh, we're getting all sorts of iron. I should have just done this earlier on, didn't I? So let's continue grabbing a load of this. I mean, I wanted to work within as many restrictions of the one chunk as possible. I mean, if I did this straight away, where would the challenge in that have been? But I feel like we've progressed as much as we can with what we've got. And yeah, I've kind of been forced into making one of these generators. What I'm going to now focus on is grabbing that coal. And I'm going to change a setting now on the server. At the moment, if I break this, the item goes there. But if I change a feature, now it goes to my feet like that. You see that? Very, very useful indeed for something like this. So we might as well take advantage of little things like this that are on the server just to make life as easy as possible. This pickaxe is definitely going to break, by the way, which makes me a bit sad. There is another server thing to do that. Yeah, I know how to repair it. If we use the server warp/repair, it'll take me to a sign that lets you repair any tools. Oh, by the way, guys, this is the spawn. Actually, this might be the old spawn. I could be wrong. I think this is the old spawn. I don't think the new spawn has been added because I'm on this a little bit ahead of time before the season comes out. But yeah, this is the other part of the server, by the way, guys. It's fully a very, very cool experience. Anyway, let's not get distracted. I must focus on my one single chunk, and the thing that we're mainly doing right now is getting as much cobblestone as possible. I'm then going to use the coal to smelt it all into stone because we've got loads of furnaces up there as well. And then if I bone meal moss next to it, we'll get loads more moss so we can compost the moss and get loads more in return. So it's basically a perfect little way to get unlimited moss. I think I may also turn a lot of that stone into moss as well, because I feel like that's going to get me a lot very, very quickly and easily as well. It's great to see that this is working so nicely, and with a fully working pickaxe, that's always a very handy thing indeed as well. So let's let that just mine up a few more blocks, and then we will begin the focus of getting plenty of moss. I reckon, do we have enough stone? Yeah, I reckon we start with this and just see how it goes, especially since before I even do anything, I'm going to completely turn all of this into moss, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. So watch and learn, ladies and gentlemen, once we actually getting... Oh, feet drops are back on now, aren't they? Yeah, I forgot. So it's not dropping where I mined it. It's dropping at my feet, and that's sometimes good and sometimes annoying. But if we go ahead and bone meal a moss block, as you can see, does it do any side things as well? I think it just does the floor. Okay, well, I feel like that wasn't the most effective bone meal that I've ever done in my life. Let me mine a bit of a bigger room out and then do something that's actually worthwhile. I also don't think, I could be wrong, but I don't think bone mealing moss next to diorite turns it into moss, but I mean, I guess it's worth testing, isn't it? Because it's quite a big diorite deposit. Let's give it a go before I mine out too much. Oh, it does. Oh, that's great to know. Okay, perfect. I will need a hoe. Let me go ahead and grab one of them as well. The reason for a hoe, look at that. Insta-mine all of the moss. So that is the plan right there, ladies and gentlemen. Basically, mine out a nice, decently sized room, break a block in the middle, place your moss, bone meal it, and then pick it all up. You can see, yeah, one bone meal gives you so much moss, doesn't it? And then, I don't even have to mine much else, really. I can literally just mine one hole in the floor. Okay, is this going to be... This should be alright, actually. Mine one hole in the floor, and then pick it all up very, very nicely. Indeed. You end up creating a bit of a tunnel. So I think I'm going to make a bunch of those to get a bunch of moss and a bunch of bone meal, because it is quite a deep... Yeah, it's a deep part of the terrain. This should work quite nicely. It will work nicely if I don't make it too high up and start interfering with the sugarcane farm that I already have there. Yeah, let's make sure that we actually leave that alone. This should be satisfying. So we go like this, mine everything up, and then we go one lower, do the exact same thing again, and it is really, really quick. I feel like I don't know if I need to be mining away these excess blocks, but I just feel like doing it as an extra precautionary measure. But then we just do this. In fact, this time I'll try and not do them and just see what happens, see if it makes any difference. Okay, actually, that's pretty good. We've lost a hoe, but we've got another one ready and waiting. So we just mine away at that again, break a block, place that, bone meal it. Everything that can be bone mealed does get bone mealed. I think as long as there's air blocks above it, it will turn to moss. That seems to be the general rule that I'm seeing, which is a good thing. But if you end up with a bit of an uneven room like we've got right now, it'll never really balance out until I mine everything and get it all back on a nice even playing field. I mean, this is what I was kind of hoping to avoid mining up any of the stone if I don't need to do it, but sometimes clearly it does need to be done. So we'll go like that. This is the last bit of bone meal in my inventory, but I took the time to go and get the composter from upstairs. It's actually the strip mines that are making it annoying that I have to mine extra layers down, isn't it? But anyway, let's make use of these, and we're going to get so much bone meal back now from the nearly 4 stacks of moss blocks that we have. I mean, what does it take? About 9-10 moss for each bone meal? Not that much, really. And we can just keep going over and over again. Just made a stupid mistake and bone mealed all of my moss, which is great because we got 27 bone meal, but not great because I don't have any left to use. It's a good thing that all the way down here there is more in this lush cave. Otherwise, that could have been a little bit messy, couldn't it, ladies and gentlemen? In fact, let's use the hoe to be a bit quicker. Yeah, that definitely could have gone very, very wrong if I lost all the moss that I have on this island. But it's all worked out okay, so we can go back up to the top. I'm also going to combine both these hoes for a little bit more durability and keep going in turning this bone meal and the moss blocks into even more bone meal. Also, it would seem at the top, we seem to have had a few cows that have managed to escape, so that's what's going to happen to them. That's it. Get out of here. I've been pretty clear in the past. Oh, another one as well. You think you can hide at the back? Any cows that escape will not be forgiven. Let me tell you that much. So, we're going to go ahead and put... Can I get that smelting? I wait till I've got... In fact, let's just kill out some more cows. Why not, eh? I'm never against taking out a few extra cows every now and again, because it's always a lot better if I can smelt 8 at once for each individual coal. I've also started smelting some of the stone as well. I feel like, yeah, coal supplies have seen better days though. Not great at all. But if we do need more stone from cobblestone, yeah, I think we've probably got enough in that chest there, haven't we? So anyway, let's get back to this. Getting loads and loads and loads of bone meal. Just lost another hoe. Not to worry though, because I can craft another one. I think it's a couple of stacks of bone meal that I need in total, which is it's probably not too difficult to get in. Oh, where are you going, SP? Yeah, it's probably not too difficult to get in the grand scheme of things. It just requires patience and quite a bit of collecting. And I reckon I'm as low as I need to go in this section, so we just head... Oh, look at how satisfying that is, by the way. That pillar. I think it is actually probably quicker to do it by turning it into moss to mine it away than any other way, isn't it, really? Then I can build a bit of a, yeah, cobblestone bridge. I think I can get away with mining at this layer, and my plan is to do something like this. So that goes in the hole, then I can swim and get into the crawl state, and then go 1 2 3 4 5 this way, and just dig out the little 5x5 square that we need for the moss. And then you'll also notice I've got granite, I've got diorite. I'll fill all of this in so that now when I place that in the middle and bone meal it, it all starts to get converted. And it just means I get an extra layer out of it instead of having to dig down an extra one. The ore is going to be a little bit annoying, but I think if I mine away at it and again just make use of the diorite, then that is going to be good because it can be converted. Also, unexpectedly, we found more iron, which is crazy because I'm pretty sure I strip mined this level. Maybe I didn't strip mine low enough, but I thought I strip mined this level so that I would find all the iron, and I somehow managed to miss it all. Oh well, you live and you learn, I suppose. So let's go ahead, do that, and then mine it back up again. And, oh, and there goes the hoe. You don't have to go through a lot of hoes doing this. But yeah, the process is pretty similar now. It's, you know, more or less the same thing over and over again. So I'm going to get to work gathering up as much moss as I possibly can. Once again, I've reached the bottom and got a lot more moss, so let's do all that. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about mining up this bit. I can land in the water. Very, very nice. And then it is Operation Turn it all into bone meal. There's quite a lot of stuff to change. I reckon I'd probably get to a stack by the end of this, but it'll be interesting to see just how far I get. I'm also going to try and remember not... I'm inside the composter here, aren't I? But I'm going to try and remember not to turn every single one into bone meal this time, and at least save one of them so that I can continue turning more of that stone into the bone meal. That's the idea anyway. That's the master plan. I should also grab the rest of that coal, because I was a little bit short of it, wasn't I, for smelting the cobblestone into stone. Also, whilst I'm here and I'm talking about needing coal, I could just mine some up, couldn't I? The generator literally gets it for me. Good idea, SP737. Really do have my brightest ideas sometimes, don't I, in this one singular chunk. So we will continue filling this up with bone meal. Well, filling it up with moss and turning it into bone meal, should I say. Okay, I just did what I said I wasn't going to do. I thought maybe I could get one more thing out of it, but I couldn't. Oh well, anyway, we've got a stack and 3. Let's... I can't believe I'm so stupid. Let's go ahead and start adding more bone meal to this staircase and see how far upwards we can get. I reckon actually we make a decent amount. See, going round with this is actually costing me bone meal, by the way. A little bit annoying, but yeah, let's see how far we can get on this. And you know what? So far, I'm impressed. I might even count up the remaining steps as well after I've used up all of these pieces. And you know how I forgot to save one piece of moss so that I could continue doing it? Well, I'm going to remember to save one piece of bone meal. Just one, but one's enough. And then I'll count the netherrack. So it's 75 pieces to get to this point, and then obviously quite a few more to fill in all these gaps, but it's not ridiculous. Maybe, I don't know, a stack and a half, a little bit more than that, and I'll be exactly where I want to be. It does mean that I'm going to have to fall all the way back down to the bottom to get a little bit more moss. So let's grab one more piece and then go back up. Yeah, it really is a very much a go to the bottom, go back up, go to the bottom. I should just have them saved in a chest somewhere or something, like one piece of... In fact, I probably do have them in a chest somewhere and I've just completely forgotten about it, haven't I? So yeah, let's get ourselves all the way up to the top. And can I get out of it? Okay, I was going to say, can I try and get through that gap? I managed to get... Oh, this is just where I wanted to be. I accidentally nearly went out the endstone one, thinking it was the sandstone one, so that's very convenient, isn't it? Although, having said that, I need to go to the top anyway, so it wasn't very convenient. Yeah, I forgot that at the top there's a few things, such as the stone that I'm going to need to do this. That's the main thing that I'm bothered about, just having a bit more stone to fill in the gaps as I am bone mealing away. So yeah, it could have worked out better, but in the end, it didn't really. I think, yeah, we've got a couple of stacks of stone. I'll be honest, these cows are just getting on my nerves, really. So let's get rid of a few more of them. Oh, well, there goes my axe. But we have got more than enough food to keep me going for a while. So I might as well get rid of a load of cows. Because if I need to, for some reason, get loads more again, I can easily breed them back upwards. But the noise is kind of annoying. And I don't know, it's not right for them to live like this. So it's better for me to eat them instead. Yeah, that might be my best quote of 2024 right at the end of the year. Also, it needs to be a multiple of 8, which means 3 more of you regrettably have to die. Took out a few more than I wanted to. I wasn't expecting to go down to 3 cows. But hey, I haven't even... Oh, I've got 24 steak. Have I got enough? Yeah, if I put 7 coal in, then that'll be enough for that. And then if I'll just put 8 in, I think, and do an entire stack of cobble for this one. And then 24 for that one, because that's all I can manage. And then from there, I'll do exactly what I did. Okay, I didn't expect that to flow everywhere. How did that happen? The water was meant to go there. You idiot, SB. Well, we've just flooded all that. Hopefully that doesn't ruin any of the lava or anything below. I think it might be okay, but it was still a bit of a stupid move. As I was going to say, I'm going to go into here and do exactly what I did before. Make a nice little 5x5 area. And then get busy bone mealing away. Although, straight away I've realised, because I use a ball of bone meal, I haven't got enough to do more until I use the composter, which is down here. Yep, I'm overcomplicating this, aren't I? But not to worry. I'll get enough in here to get a few more pieces. And then I shall get back to work. And at this point, my inventory's just filled up again. I should probably compost a bit more of all of the moss. And I am, anyway, probably at a point where I think I have... Yeah, I should have more than enough bone meal. I've done, as you can see, a lot of this area has now gone. This is the 6th time, I think, that I've gone from top to bottom. So, good progress there. Let's just go ahead, yeah, turn a bunch of this into bone meal. And I reckon once this stack is finished, that is in my hand. In fact, I'll just get it so that we actually finish it. There we go. I'll break the composter. I will go ahead, put some moss in there, bone meal it. And we're... Okay, there's another layer. I thought that was the last layer. Never mind. We'll continue. But we should have enough inventory space to, at the very least, collect all of it up. Perfect. Look at that. Now then, where is my netherrack staircase? I'm going to start bone milling this before I compost any more of it. Let's go ahead and head quite far down. I remember when I counted it that I should, at this point, have enough. I think it was it around 70 I need? I can't remember. Hopefully it's not over 100, because if it is over 100... I'm going to need quite a bit more bone meal, and I might not be there. So we'll see anyway, as we keep placing this down, staircasing up. I haven't even used a stack yet. I've only used about 40 pieces. It actually is lasting a lot longer than I thought. Oh, we need to make sure we bone meal every single bit. Sorry, brown sheep. Don't fall off. Careful, brown sheep. That's it. And now we've used the first stack. Are we close? We're not far off. I think we'll be able to get there, but I don't know if we'll be able to get it to every single spot. So, I'm just having a thought as well here. This is all well and good, having it in each bit, but what if when I grow it, yeah, it disappears? I think we're gonna have to just do something a little bit smart here and actually remove the wood around it, replace it with netherrack, and then have it so that there's other blocks like that. That's a good idea. I don't actually need any of this netherrack either, so what we can do is the exact same thing again. This is where all the bone meal is kind of going to get lost, I feel like, isn't it? So we'll have a bit of netherrack there, a bit of netherrack there, bone meal it all around. Yeah, this is definitely a much safer way to be doing it. And since I am just starting to get a little bit short on the netherrack to do this, and I don't need it here anymore, we can go ahead and collect all of that up and continue making sure that I get the correct blocks that are going to have netherrack on. Is that correct? Yeah, so these ones will be touching, which I haven't really got a problem with that. Man, this axe is so slow, isn't it? Yeah, I haven't got a problem that they're going to be touching like that. I think that's fine. And then the corner ones will have a gap, as you can see. I'm not too bothered about picking up the oak planks either. I've got more than enough of those, so we will... Okay, yeah, one thing we do definitely need is to make sure that the adjacent block is connected with the crimson nylium. So let's get the rest of these down, and it is going dark again, so I think sooner rather than later I also need to get a bit of sleep. I wish I prepared this better. No, we don't need water. Yeah, I wish I prepared this better and already done this bit. Let's go ahead, put another bit of netherrack there and bone meal it. And that is all the bone meal gone. That's it's not ideal. What we can, of course, do is, you see, we've got a lot of moss. I think we've got more than enough moss for all of the crimson nylium that we need, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. It is just going to be a case now of filling this compost. This seems to be the... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. This does seem to be the animal level. Why is there so many animals? What are you doing here, chicken? This is definitely, yeah, the animal level. But let's go ahead and get as much of this compost as possible. I hope it's going to be enough. I'm starting to look and I'm starting to worry and think, will it actually? I might have to do a bit more bone mealing. But if that's the case, it's not the end of the world. It is not the end of the world. I've still got a little bit of stone left over in my inventory. Been smelting away here and there up there as well. So yeah, it should all work out okay, I hope anyway. And that is finally all of it in. I'll put these carpets in, but I'm not convinced I'll get another... Oh, I might get another piece of bone meal out of it. I just did. It was the perfect amount. That's really, really good. And you can see, look at that. From all that moss, we got 71 bone meal. It's pretty crazy, isn't it? So we can continue now turning all of this netherrack into crimson nylium. I'll be so glad when this project is done. It's a very, very cool one because it's kind of different and not something I've ever had to do before. But it is also a very, very long challenge indeed. And at long last, it is done. Still got a little bit of bone meal to spare as well. I don't know what I'll use it on. Let's just get rid of this extra block. Fantastic. We can now, at long last, climb all the way up to the top, grab the crimson fungus, and bone meal one to grow it. Let's have a look. Oh, fantastic. It worked. Now, are these all a little bit close to each other, or is it... They're not. Okay, that's really, really good news as well, because it just kind of means I don't run out of bone meal now. That really let me down, that bone meal. But, yeah, it means I don't have to worry about planting them too near each other, which is always good news. And if I want to get more bone meal, I can also use my hoe on all of these blocks to harvest them up, which will be fantastic because then I can compost them. Although I wonder if there's a block that can insta-break it. Well, a tool, should I say, that can insta-break it, because it's a little bit slow if I'm just using a stone hoe. In fact, I'll use the stone hoe until it's done, and then I'll see if a better tool will insta-break it. I think possibly diamond will. It might need efficiency on it though. And whilst I'm up here, I might as well put this composter to good use too. Yeah, the nether wart blocks are so effective at getting bone meal. They're pretty much just as good as moss, I feel like. I feel like they're on a similar level. Do shroom lights go in as well? Oh, they do. Okay, well, that's good to know. And yeah, I've got a bunch of iron in here. First things first, I should actually make some boots, shouldn't I? There we go. Finally got full armor. That makes a change, doesn't it? And then I'm going to craft some sticks, and I'm going to craft a iron hoe, and let's see if that's any better at the job in hand. I mean, I know it'll be faster. Okay, it is faster, but it's still not insta-mining faster. I wonder if a diamond one does that, or if you still need a little bit of efficiency on just to do that. Either way, the iron hoe is noticeably faster than the stone one, which, it still helps. It's not insta-breaking it, but it is an improvement, which is the main thing for me at this point. So we'll go ahead and get rid of this wood. We've got another 4 bone meal just temporarily there. And you might be thinking, okay, SB, what about if you run out of the fungus? Well, not to worry, because we can just bone meal this and get more. I don't know how many bone meal it takes on average to get it, but it looks like you get one... No, well, I was going to say one every time. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Sadly, it's not as good as every time, though, is it? But yeah, without a doubt, that farm is a very bone meal dependent farm, which is it's okay. I don't mind that at all. I do have the nether chest over here. Should we... Yeah, we'll put all of that in there. I think I'm still going to keep bone mealing this, just because of how useful of a commodity it really is. And then I want to focus on getting rid of the eyesore that goes all the way around this chunk. Yes, I'm talking about the netherrack. Oh, what on earth has happened here? It grows through the planks. I didn't know that. That's interesting. It doesn't seem to break any leaves from what I can tell. Oh, maybe it does. Maybe it does break them leaves. But no, I don't think it does, because it like appears above, but I didn't know it could go through actual solid blocks and get rid of stuff above it, or like grow around it. That I never knew. Wow. Well, these farms are kind of in each other's way now, I suppose. There's another one over there. Yeah, it can't break any of the leaves, but it seems to go around them. That's very interesting indeed, isn't it? For now, I'll get these. Okay, I can't. You've got to That's annoying, isn't it? It's annoying. It's just the fact they use a bit of bone meal. I can get loads more back though, can't I? I just bone mealed that for no reason, by the way. Can we get another crimson fungus? The answer is... they're a little more scarce than you might think. But either way, we've got an endless supply of crimson stems, which is the main thing I was wanting. And now I can just get rid of all the netherrack. I can't really pick it up very easily. I mean, every now and again I suppose I will. But generally speaking, it's just going to fall in the void because I'm always going to be away from it when I break it. I don't want to be stood on top of it and break it because then I'll fall. So that's the reason that it most times is going to fall in the void unless I make sure to stand really, really near it. And my main thing is going to be, alright SB, when you're walking backwards, don't walk backwards and walk off the edge. I mean, on this one, I've got a glass tube that'll stop me from doing that, so I don't have to worry. But on some corners, I'll just have to use my brain and not walk too far back. And that is Operation Completely Remove the Staircase complete. It's out of the way. Things are looking good on the island again. Okay, this part of the staircase needs to... I don't know. Was that part like an old part of the staircase? I have no idea, but it needs to go anyway. Yeah, the island is looking a bit nicer. The water down there does annoy me, but I don't know what I'd do to stop that. Because that big water part is all made of water source blocks. Also, why am I going up here? I've made a tube for just such emergencies. Trust me on the MLG, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. we can enter at this point. Yeah, because down at the bottom it's all water source blocks. I just don't feel confident that I can stop all the water without doing something like putting glass or the... Okay, I just emptied water. That's okay. I accidentally right-clicked. Yeah, I can't really block it all up without boxing it in with glass. And I don't know if I'd have enough glass to do that. I don't even know where I'm keeping the glass. Okay, I've got 6 there. And then that's... Is that it? Yeah, so it probably wouldn't be that wise. I mean, I have got 42 sand. I'll have a little look and see what exactly I've got in the sand chest down here that's patiently waiting for me at the bottom. You see, yeah, even that, it wouldn't be enough. It wouldn't be enough to fill it all in, so it's probably better just to leave it, really. And instead, I'm actually going to make some iron tools. I feel confident enough now that we have the iron to do that. If I attack this pig, is this axe going to break? Well, did I miss? Wait. Okay, I didn't miss that time. And you know what? I don't know if it's just being laggy or what, but I'm going to let that pig survive and throw my axe down into the void because we now have an iron one, which is much... Yeah, I'm just kidding. Of course, I'm not going to let him live. Yeah, I think I've got enough iron probably for a shovel as well, so we'll go and do that. And then it would be cool to maybe look at building a house, perhaps? I mean, or some sort of structure. The only thing stopping with me would probably be the lack of space, but now that I kind of got a lot of food from those cows, and I think I have some steak in the chest at the top, so yeah, now I've got a load of food from those cows. I can either completely move the cows off or really limit the amount of cows at the top so they don't need as much space, and that will hopefully give me enough room to make some sort of little house. I'm not asking for much. Yeah, I feel like the house should go where the cows are, and the cows should go anywhere but where they are at the moment. Let's have a little look. I think I have leads in one of these chests. Yeah, we've got 2 leads, so we can move a few cows fairly easily across here. I mean, they could literally just live here, couldn't they? Really? Did that lead break already? Did not last long at all, did it? Yeah, we could have 2 cows just chilling and living right here. That's your home. And then this cow, well, it can be eaten. Yeah, we only need 2 cows for civilization of the cows to oh, you won't look at me now. Oh, okay, I've definitely upset this guy. Excuse me, cow. Oh, now you're interested. Yeah, sorry I killed you, mate. Anyway, yeah, cow civilization will still survive anyway. Oh, there's all the steak. We didn't need to murder him then, did we, really? I'm going to put a couple of them in, and then I'll get the raw pork chop cooking as well. We'll put the leather in there for when it's needed. Fantastic. Then that is going to cook. We've got more than enough fuel, and I'll put the spare food in here for now. And wrong furnace. Let's grab the cooked pork chop, put that in there, and then to actually build this up, I think I'm going to first get rid of the spruce fence, and then I'm going to go and get more oak logs so that I can build it with that. I'll probably go oak logs and cobblestone. I think that'll be the way. I might also expand this glass so it goes all the way around the outside. I think that will be quite a good look for it, won't it? So realistically, yeah, if I'm going to build the house here, it's a little bit annoying to say, but I need to move that chest. There should really be a better storage area, shouldn't they, that I have? But I haven't got one built. But I can fairly easily just move it all forward a little bit. Just a little bit time consuming to grab everything out of the chest and then put it into this one. But it's also not the end of the world. So we'll grab every single bit of that. And now I just need 1, 2, 3. And that is completely full. This chest can be removed. And then I think I'll also, yeah, empty the nether chest. Do I have enough space for it all? Not quite, almost do. And then that can go in here. I feel like I should probably have moved it further away, and then I wouldn't ever have to think about moving it again, but it's not the end of the world, I suppose. So that, I think that can stay. Let's move that quartz and mine up the chest. Chests are still invisible for me, so we'll put them there. And then I just need a bit of dirt. If only there was a chest with dirt in it. And the answer is, I thought there was one somewhere, but I think I may have used all the dirt up and turned it into moss, so maybe no, it is. I knew there was one somewhere with a bit of dirt in. Fantastic. So that's there. That should be enough room to make some sort of house on, I feel like. So we'll put all of that back in there. And then the next step for building a house is needing the resources, of course. So I'm going to mine up all of these logs. There's 16 trees in total. I plan to use well, I forgot that I shaved these trees off, didn't I? But yeah, there's 16 trees in total. Plan to use oak logs quite a bit for the build. So once I've harvested all these, I will 100% have more than enough, and there'll be plenty of wood left in here for other projects as well. So that is the thinking behind it. All I have to do now is get busy mining up every single tree. And there we go. As you can see, over a stack. Absolutely fantastic. And I managed to gather up more than enough saplings along the way to easily replant everything. I can also use my hoe to get rid of any excess ones that I also want to try and get a few more saplings. This is a great way to use up your hoe's durability, by the way, so it's not advised to do this really, especially when you're just on one chunk. But we've got 13 saplings that can be added to the collection in here. I'll put some of these planks. Oh, these can have the chest now to be this one. I didn't realize I'd been collecting up that much crimson stem and some shroomlights. We'll put them right there. And then, do I climb up, or I have glass, I have signs, so I might as well add a nice little entrance right here to go straight up the water. Feels so bare up here without the cows now, doesn't it? I also, it's like I put the bed. That's the first part of my house. Just got to build my house around the white bed now. It must be one of the most annoying things in the world when... How am I going to do this? Do I build it all the way to the edge and then glass round? Let's do that. I'll have to smelt some more, but it must be the most annoying thing in the world when you go to sleep and then just as you wake up, it starts to rain. Like, if it had just started raining a little bit later, then it would have started and then I would have slept and the rain would have gone. But instead, I've just got the rain. Did I use all my coal? It looks like I might have done. So I think we're going to have to go ahead and make some of this. So if we get 40 of these in total, that will get us 40 charcoal. I'm going to split that across 5 furnaces just to be a little bit more efficient and quicker. Oh, more stone that I could have used as well to turn into moss. We'll worry about that a little bit later. Did I put another one in here unnecessarily? I have no idea. I thought I would have more, but anyway, not to worry. What did I do with that extra coal? Oh, is it there? It must be there. Ah, well, a bit of a idiotic move, but we got charcoal, so more can easily be created as well, because as you can see, as the charcoal comes in here, it can then be used to smelt plenty more. I've just realised, though, I'm meant to be building out of some of this oak wood, not just turning it all into charcoal, so yeah, maybe I could have been a bit smarter. Not to worry though, ladies and gentlemen, because I can also grab more from here. So if we do that, we should now have plenty of charcoal, and from that, plenty of sand can be turned into glass. We also have more than enough wood for the build. I suppose I'll just keep all the charcoal in here for now. And I don't know, with this stone, do I maybe turn it into stone bricks or something and we build with that? I'm not sure. First things first though, I think I will build a bit of an outline of where the house is going to be. I think something like that should be good. I'm thinking the frame should be something like this. So yeah, we've kind of got this idea going with oak planks as well, just to kind of bring it to life. And then I think I'd like to use spruce just as a bit of a what on earth has happened here? A bit of a contrasting. Another one's grown, by the way. Yeah, I think the spruce could just contrast the color quite nicely. Maybe for the floor, I'll use a bit of spruce. So we'll get busy digging away at all these trees. Do I mine up every single spruce log as well, do you reckon? I think I should go for it, shouldn't I? Whilst I'm here chopping away and I've got an iron axe, I've got nothing else to lose, have I? Whilst collecting all these, I did unfortunately let my axe break, but I had enough iron to craft another one, so it wasn't the end of the world. Plenty of saplings were also collected up, so we can get all of these down as well. And now I can try and spruce up the floor a bit. Yes, even after our 96 days, I'm still cracking jokes, aren't I? So I think the entire floor in here can be made of spruce. So it is going to be a slightly raised floor, but I don't think that's a problem because of the height of it. The windows are going to be higher and stuff like that, so it probably fits better. And I'm not sure what you think of it so far. I think the roof is probably what makes or breaks this build, doesn't it? I'm going to strip that. Yeah, you know what? I think that gives a little bit more to it, doesn't it? And then we're going to need a door, which we have the planks for. So let's go ahead, add a door on the front. I tell you what, it's interesting. It's an interesting. It's annoying that you can't walk up staircase from a chest onto a stairs because the chest is slightly smaller. That's, yeah, just a slight annoying side point that I've found. Oh, the glass might be done now. It probably should be, actually. Yep, it was indeed all finished, so let's place this down. And I've decided I'm going to do a complete lap, because why not? It looks nice, and I think it works well. Plus, it also means I can more easily build this from the front, which is always the goal. I'm thinking for the windows, do we go for something like that? I'm not convinced about that, but hold on. What if we also go like that? Interesting. Back to the drawing board, SB. Instead, this is going to be the final rendition, which looks weird, but once I go and strip all of it and head back over here to this chest, grab 6 glass, and then head to the crafting table, chuck it all together, I think with glass panes, this house comes to life. Look at it, fantastic. I know you still don't believe it that this house is going to be good, but have faith, guys. There's still time for me to salvage this one yet. If nothing else, it's certainly different anyway, isn't it? It's always a good thing. I'm actually starting to like this house, and I can't say I felt this way back at the start, so that can only be a good thing. Although it is annoying that I can't finish that. I should be able to get more glass panes. I just need more sand. Oh, no, okay, there's not enough. I need one more glass. Are you kidding me? Okay, I think there's more sand in... Oh, that grew right before my very eyes, that did there, didn't it? Yeah, there is more sand in this chest right here. So let's go ahead and... I only need one. I only need one to get another 16 panes, and I only need 2 panes, which it's a bit of a pain to do that, isn't it? But I don't really have a choice. So we shall climb all the way back up here. Smelt this singular piece of sand, although I'm going to use planks as the fuel. I feel like a charcoal would have been a bit of a waste of resources for that, wasn't it? So let's not waste all that. Let's just let this one piece of sand turn into glass, and then I can turn all of that into panes and complete that bit. Okay, you know what? It's getting there. It's certainly getting there very slowly, but it's getting there. After a bit of testing and thought, I've decided I'm going to double down on oak stairs and also spruce stairs to create the effect that I'm looking for. So it begins with, let me get this correct. Begins with this staircasing upwards like so, and it should connect nicely in the middle. And in fact, in the middle it goes into a block. I think some slabs might be good too. I could, hold on a second, ladies and gentlemen. What about this? We put a button on the front, bit of decoration. Okay, this is a good start, but there's more to be done. There definitely needs to be one more upside down. Okay, that's... yeah, that's not right, SB. And in fact, that can just not be like that. Instead, I think the stair... Yeah, this is what it needs to be. It needs to be upwards like this. And again, I want it to go to a similar height. I think... Is this a perfect square, this house? As long as it's a perfect square, this is all going to line up absolutely perfectly on all 4 sides. So let's go ahead And, I've only got one oak plank left. Oh, do I do more buttons? It might be weird on the side. You know what? I think it makes sense. So I think I am actually going to end up running out of stairs. Yeah, I'm going to run out of oak stairs. I'm also, I have run out of oak plank. I think I've done one too many there anyway, haven't I? This is how I'm going to run out of oak stairs now, isn't it? I'm going to run out of everything. So let's just mine that up and have another go at bringing that all the way up. And now let's go and get more oak. I used a lot more logs than I expected to on this build, but these trees are growing at a decent rate, so it shouldn't take me too long to mine all of them up, and then I'll have plenty of planks because that's all I'm working with now, just planks, not really logs. So once I've mined them up, I can quickly go ahead and turn them into planks and have absolutely everything that I need. Yeah, we should be good. I wouldn't mind just planting down a few more saplings once they drop, but as you can see, we have now got 33 of them, which is more than enough. We can turn those into staircases as well. Let's just get down all of the oak saplings that we can. I'm sure, yep, more have dropped. One more, and I'll be happy with this. Have I got a hoe? I have got a hoe. Yes, it's used up a lot of durability, but it's also a very, very quick way to get one back. And then, this is the best thing, I can go again in doing all of this roof on all sides. So I am going to stick to that. I'm also going to have to get more spruce buttons, just one for that extra bit. Stairs wise though, I think I'm okay for this bit. I may use more oak stairs as we go up. I do also plan though at the same time to use some spruce stairs, so there's a bit of a mix. Okay, well we ran out way before that, so let's just craft, well, I just crafted another stack. I maybe didn't mean to do that many, but I suppose it's better to be safe than sorry sometimes, isn't it? So we'll bring that all the way up and put that on the edge. Fantastic. Right, let's move on now to using the spruce stairs. And the thinking with this is something like this. It's fairly straightforward, but it's a very cool effect when it comes to doing a house. So we bring it like that. And this is where I think oak slabs could probably look good at one extra level. So I'll do stairs all the way on every side up to this point. You see, you weren't on board with this house, but I told you, the roof is sometimes what makes a building. Alright, and once you've seen this house and you've seen how good the roof is, ladies and gentlemen, I'm hoping you believe me and you think, hang on a minute, SB just saved the day with this. Well, saved the house at the very least with the roof. If you can be half decent at making roofs, then the rest of the build can be rubbish. Because people are like, well, it's a good roof though, isn't it? Let's give him that. So that's my thinking behind this house. If you guys, I've run out of spruce stairs at the crucial moment. Yeah, if you guys aren't impressed with my roof, then I'm out of options for you, I'm afraid. I'm out of answers. Let's go ahead and make these, and I'll make a bunch of slabs. If I go 1, 2, 3, we should be able to make a load more slabs. Yep, 30. So we'll go ahead, get those down, and then I'm thinking slab this across the top like so, and we end up with something like this. I get the feeling like from up here it looks good. Let's okay, well, there's a few things that need sorting, but let's see what it looks like from the bottom. I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, it's not far off. All right, maybe there's slight room for improvement, but it is not far off at all. If I take 6 of the cobbled deep slate, run that through a crafting table, and craft some walls, I can make the corners look a bit less harsh by just, yeah, adding some walls in each side. It was either that or maybe just putting an oak log or something in there. I don't know, but I think that maybe just breaks it up a little bit. We also need to add something to the front of the house. I still have a lot of glass pane, so maybe another window could be a smart idea. I could do windows on all sides actually, couldn't I? And I could do it with spruce wood so it kind of contrasts the stairs. Let's see, if we go like this, and then maybe no, not the window in there. Where's my axe? We get rid of that, and then the window I think should go like that. I'll have to look at how it looks on one of the sides, and then I'll know if it kind of need. I keep doing it wrong, don't I? Yeah, I'll see if it needs any adjustments. Let's have a look. And the answer is, I think maybe if it's 2 windows, it'll look better than 1. That's my next. I need to get rid of that chest in front of the stairs, by the way, because it's kind of driving me crazy that I can't just walk up the stairs. I do think 2 is better than 1, ladies and gentlemen. 2 is better than. Okay, we've run out of spruce again, so we'll just simply go like that.
add the glass, and then finally we'll do this side, which again I need plenty of spruce for if I want to do it correctly. All right, fantastic. It's looking a little strange from down here, but again, I guess I can just fill in the extra gaps so that it kind of looks a bit more normal. I mean, I could add stairs as well. Maybe some slabs. Yeah, let's craft a few spruce slabs. So if we do like that, we'll have 12, which I think is enough in each corner. Yeah, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. We're cooking now. We've got a pretty good looking house. I think some torches wouldn't go amiss as well. Can I find anywhere that I have torches? I don't think so, but we do have a bit of charcoal. Oh, okay, I've got torches in inventory. Just saw them. Let's focus on that then, SB. We'll go like that, and then what else do we want? Maybe torches like that. It's probably more torches than I need, but I'm happy enough with that. And then I think, and this is slightly annoying, so before I do it, I'm going to fill up this with all of the extra wood items that I have, because I think that is probably the responsibility of this chest, to have all the wood items in. So yeah, I've got some more oak logs to put in there, but before that, I'm also going to add my spruce stuff. Yeah, that's the responsibility. And then since I've got a couple of white carpets spare, and I don't think I kept any of the other ones, did I? Probably just chucked them away. And I've got a third one there. I'll put these in like that. There we go. And I'm thinking right here, I could have all these chests stacked. I don't know why my inventory sometimes does that weird flashing thing, by the way. But yeah, I could have all these chests stacked up nicely so that the storage is just a bit more compact. I'll throw away some stuff that I don't need as well. So the thinking is that that'll be there, and yeah, something like that. But I'll move that inside. How am I going to do this without causing a kerfuffle? Well, I'm going to start off by getting rid of the apple and putting that in there, and just really trying to keep the inventory as empty as possible, so that bed can just temporarily go there. And then the thinking is that anything in my inventory that isn't in the hotbar belongs in the chest. That's the idea. And I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, the plan is working perfectly. Yeah, this is fantastic. Just want to organize it so that things are next to each other. But that is the first chest completely. How did I end up with less stuff in my I had more stuff in my hotbar, and now they've all just, oh, I put the torches in. I knew there must have been something weird going on. Let's now move on to probably the easiest chest of the lot. I should probably move this, I was going to say one chest at a time, but couldn't even pick the invisible chest. Strike again. Let's go and put that, I'll put it on top, I think, and get it completely filled. Then we can break the next one, and oh, that was not the cobblestone chest, but it doesn't matter too much. It should still all work out. We'll just have that go here, and then all the netherrack can be added, then all the miscellaneous blocks straight after. This time I'll definitely get the cobblestone one. I tell you what, I'm certainly getting a bit of organization here. It's a good thing I know the chests are invisible, by the way, otherwise I just never know where they are when I look for them. I'm like, where have the chests gone? I guess we'll never know. So the cobblestone one's full. I know exactly where the dirt one is now, which is a nice little bonus, and it means I can kind of start to fill in all of this terrain as well, just to make it look a little bit nicer. I am going to put the dirt back, I think, first, and then I can break this chest, which, yeah, looks like it's just pretty much for deep slate and nothing else. So I'll put that next to this and fill it with the deep slate. I reckon the tuff could probably go in here actually as well. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with how all of it is starting to look. I'm just going to grab one more dirt to go exactly where this chest has gone, and I think I'm just about there with the house. I think the main thing that bothers me is that these deep slate walls look very, very out of place. So they are all going to get removed, and I'll take 4 spruce fences from the chest, and then they can go in the corners. I think they make more sense. Yeah, they do, don't they? And they kind of go well with the buttons as well, so that should work well. I'm also going to re-harvest all the crops. I could, in theory, with this... Don't look at me like that, guys. I was going to say I could breed more cows, but where would I put them all? I already murdered about 100 of them in this video. Probably more, actually. I don't want to know how many I've murdered. So, where I'd put them all, I have absolutely no idea. But let's go ahead, get rid of all of this, and then it can safely be stowed in
this chest. I don't know what I'm going to... I should probably organize inventory better now, shouldn't I? Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with the 4 cobbled deep slate walls. I feel like I probably did have a chest for them. I did, but they probably deserve to be in the cobbled deep slate chest. Just a hunch I had, guys. Just an idea. So that is that. I'm very happy with how the island is. Oh, I need to actually replant the seeds, by the way. That would be... not the kelp, the seeds. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Just to kind of add a little bit more there. But the top is very well lit. We've got a house here up here now. We've got a thriving farm. We've got animals. The furnaces, you could argue, could be in a better place. I don't think there's really room for them in my house, but there's certainly room for at least one of them in my house. So I'll put that one in the corner like so. Maybe a crafting table on top as well. Could look nice, although, I don't know. I'm happy with this little station area here. My valuables chest, that does need to go in my house, doesn't it? So I'll grab that, pick up all the valuable stuff. It's valuables, but I use that term very lightly, if that makes sense. Because, I mean, yes, it's got diamonds and it's got gold, but it's also got a load of copper and stuff like that I'm not super bothered about. We'll also just try and make it kind of as organized as possible, I suppose is the best way to describe it. We've got the useless enchantment table. Tools as well, because you just apparently, you never know. I was going to say, where's my leads? But I just realized the cows, yeah, they've got my leads. So I'm happy with this. I'd love to make another area just for cows. That would be another thing. Do you like my sign, by the way? Hi. If anybody ever sees it, that's my sign. But yeah, you know what? I like the house. I think the sides of the roof looks kind of cool, but then the roof corners, maybe they should be blocks and something else. But well, it doesn't matter too much. I'm just going to grab a couple of extra pieces of dirt now to spruce up the edge. Fantastic. And yeah, I think we're good with everything up here. I'm very, very happy with the oak level, the birch level, which hasn't been harvested for... Wait a second. The corner tree grew. I didn't think it was possible for this one to grow. Did it grow in that corner as well? I didn't think that was possible. So that's a cool thing to know. It seems to definitely not be possible for the spruce, but hey, it's not the end of the world. The animal level for the crimson fungus, I'm very happy with that, even if we're kind of out of bone meal. This is the sugarcane level, apparently, where we farm all of the sugarcane very, very nicely. I should have a chest down here, shouldn't I, for the sugarcane? That would be a good idea. I do have a chest at the top, so why don't I go and quickly grab that? I need to start remembering to actually use the water chute. I know I have one in this level. I mean, I haven't built one on every level, but whenever I do go to it, I should actually use it, or at least when I am on a level nearby, because it's so much quicker, isn't it, if I do that instead of slowly climbing all the way to the top. But yeah, for the sugarcane, I'm just going to grab one chest. We're not going to hit any leaves on the way down, are we? Nope. So one chest right there with sugarcane in. Fantastic. I'd also have the secret sugarcane farm, which is, I believe, this level. It can't be that much of a secret because a sheep and a chicken have found it, but it's better than nothing. All of that has grown as well, which is very nice indeed. Although, why is it disappeared in some locations? That's a little bit strange, but I'm not going to complain. And then very slowly, I can climb once again. I always think that I'm not actually that far from the next level. Do you think I should bring the sand up to the top, by the way? Whatever's in here. I think all of it should probably come up. I could store it in my house. Probably makes sense. Do I grab any sandstone? Why is there a random bit of cobblestone there? I need to actually remove that. Because it didn't get turned to moss, I didn't remove it. just a bit of an eyesore, isn't it? We'll use some sand to build up and get rid of it. I mean, yeah, this whole bit of chunk is probably not the nicest looking area, but we'll get rid of that. We'll take this up. And yeah, I've realised that it's really fast to fall down. You don't realise how far you've actually got to climb back up. I have still done a lot of climbing in this video, even after creating the water chute, haven't I? But I suppose I can't complain. It's a nice way to get about. There could be worse ways to do it anyway. So yeah, we've put that in there. Maybe the sugarcane should be in my house. Could be. I'm not going to worry too much about it. What I do know is going to be in my house is a sand chest. On the other side, I think a cactus chest could... Because I have like a farming chest here. I think the cactus could go in there and it would make sense. The wood stuff, I feel like that belongs in another one. This is just a lot of me making things organized, but I feel like you can't put a price on organization, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go like that. Put the sand in there. Is the cobble chest? Yeah. So any cobble I get kind of deserves to just go into the great void abyss. See you later, Mr. Cobblestone. Wouldn't it be cool if, like, in this, I have one chunk, which is obviously this chunk, the chunk that I'm... Okay, we can't even get onto this now because of the leaves. But this is the main chunk that I have. And it's very, very cool. It's got all sorts of stuff in it. What if I had one chunk that was from top to bottom the same height as this? It was a cactus farm all the way. I built a pretty big one in the last episode. But what if I actually made it so there was one that went from the very bottom equivalent to the top that was truly massive? That, I feel like, would look so cool to have kind of multiple one chunks around me. I just feel like that would be a fun thing. So that's an idea as the season progresses, because I will be continuing this series on my second channel. I'll be continuing to compete to try and be a top island. Once the season opens for everyone, there'll be leaderboards, and the most valuable islands will be the top ones, so that'll be a cool thing for me to try and go for. And I'll be building a team. I'll actually be adding 4 more players to this island. No, actually 3 to start with, possibly a 4th further in the season, but 3 to start with on this island so that I can compete as well, just to give me a hand in doing so. Where's the dirt, by the way? Yeah, but if I was on my own, I feel like competing is very difficult against other teams. I could go for solo top, but I'd like to go for teams and try and get the most valuable island on the server. That could be very, very cool. So the sun is setting on day 99, which means as we watch it slowly set, I can jump into bed almost imminently. Not yet. Wait patiently, SB. I think now I definitely can. Because you're in a one chunk, it's very hard to tell from the sun's height, isn't it? No, you see, normally in terrain you think it was. I can literally see stars. And I can sleep. Once you see stars, you know it's definitely nighttime. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is now day 100. So that was 100 days on one chunk in Minecraft. Make sure to hop on the server, say hi. It'll be awesome to see you online on penguin.gg.